dude. And I ain't gonna lie.
I'm very objective. You definitely gonna be real about it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Ah, the Rumble. The Rumble is the only one. And the Instagram tripping too. Whatever. We still on the YouTube. What's up, guys? Let me make sure you
Fucking
got
up.
that notification. Yeah, Rumble tripping.
Fuck it.
Oh, actually, you know what? Come on, baby. Let's do
I
it
can
now.
chop, I can chop the YouTube up. Fuck it. All you need to do is give me the link, baby. I got
It's
you.
supposed to be going live, but I guess it just don't work like that.
It's not live.
We are live, my friend. We are absolutely live, and I'm glad that you're here. Um, I'm glad I'm here, and we're gonna. Okay, yes, we are live. Yes, and let's see. We got Let me make sure I pull this up. All right, we got a couple folks in the audience right now. Just a couple people. I wanted to get on Instagram. I'm surprised that didn't work. That's disheartening, but whatever, man. We'll have to figure that out another time. JP, what's up, man? What's new, man? What's new with your brother? Hey, Donna, what's happening?
Nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Same old, man. Like I say, whatever you got for your boy, man, I'm definitely
Whatever
here.
I
Let's get
got. Listen, man. A lot has been transpiring in the news, and you know that, man. You know I'm not no Sandy Bloom, so I'm not about to be pow, 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 firing all this information, and because we already know how that go. But I kind of wanted to pick up where we left. Actually, man, you know what? Um, damn. Now that I think about it, I'm kind of smacking myself in the head right now because I'm like, damn, man, we could have actually used some of the clip that you sent me tonight. We could have used some of it, but you know, my B. Look, we getting back into the groove of things, man. We haven't gone live in some time, so you know how it go. You know how it go. Anyways, man. So what's up, man? Anything's been standing out to you? What's going on in the world today?
what I sent you was standing out.
Oh my gosh, I'm so tired of talking about these ladies, man. Well, let me correction. Lady is a title that's earned. That is a title that is earned. I don't think all women qualify to be ladies. It just don't work like that anymore, unfortunately. And that's the thing. I think a lot of women just believe automatically that they're granted with the status of lady, and just not in 2023. You know what I'm saying? Not in 2023. Oh, what's up, Donna? What's your thoughts, man? Because listen, we're gonna talk about it some more tomorrow. Like I said, we're gonna go over the clip. If you down, I don't want to. I just don't want to just throw that
Ah,
out
man,
there.
again, whatever on your agenda, man. Let's get it. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
I mean, yeah,
On your
absolutely,
agenda. Touch
absolutely.
that tomorrow. Right?
Yeah, we can touch it tomorrow, but we can talk about it a little bit tonight, man. I was just thinking about the passport bros, man, and I made a post. You know what? I'm just gonna shut. Oh yeah, you can't even see it. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read this post that I dropped on Facebook today. I caught a lot of slack for it, particularly from my own family, because when you start speaking the truth, your own family will castigate you.
It will.
So here we go. All right, one second. Where you at, baby? There you go. All right, so look at this. So this woman, she pretty much did made this post where she's reflecting on the days of when she was following along with the whole feminist empowerment, strong boss B movement, and then she grew out of it, and she just kind of wrote out her experience, and she kind of detailed it and how
White woman,
yeah, she's black, and she's beautiful too, by
black
the way.
woman.
Black woman, yes sir. So this is what she says. She says, throwback picture. Okay, so she said throwback picture of years ago. Oh, this is a throwback picture of years ago when I was a brainwashed, strong, independent, workaholic corporate woman. Yes, I had the horrible multicolored ghetto nails and trashy facial piercings too. She said, "Dear ladies, no one protects strong women. After all, they are strong enough to protect themselves. Ladies of the quote, I got it ministry. Strong, independent women will always find themselves in situations that require them to be strong and carry the weight to prove their strength. They always will find themselves in situationships and entanglements that require them to further endure in their broken independence. Their strength is always defined by their aptitude to endure hardships and to be and being long suffering." So it's almost like you get points for self-inflicted trauma.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Lazy, feminine men are always super attracted to hard-working, strong women. Let's pause there. What do you think about that? You think that's true? I'm gonna say it one time. Let me say it one more time. Put a little spice to it. Lazy, feminine men are always super attracted to hard-working, strong women. What do you think about that?
That's true.
You think that's true?
Mm-hmm.
Expound upon that. Why is that true?
A man is only going to um he's only going to move in a direction to where, as long as a woman allows him to go a certain direction, he's gonna go. If a woman is strong and independent and workaholic,
Yep.
as long as she allows him to sit on his ass
There you go.
around, he gonna work that out. Now it's up to him. Now some men, and even going to, to the content that I sent you, man, that's gonna drop at 12 o'clock. Goddamn, the problem is this: the strong man of understanding. Okay, most men. The problem is, in this day and age, in the millennials, bro. A lot of men right now don't have their own. They don't have their own nothing. A lot of the women now have their own because now they're backed by the government. They're backed
Yep.
by social acceptance.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Society.
Society
So
pressure. Yep.
corporations, to where they're, upping them up on promotions, jobs, and stuff. They're in power right now.
You ain't
So a
lying.
lot of women are able to stand out and be independent because they're able, not only that they have kids that the government back them, they also have employment that helps them. They're in management, they in high powered positions right now, so they're able to keep themselves empowered to have their own. Because if not only that the government is helping you out because you got children, you also have the finances that you're getting where you can hide all of that, to where you're able to still be able to have housing. So a lot of men in this generation right now, they're either leaving another woman's house to move in with you, or they're just leaving their mama house to move in with you. But a
Mm-hmm.
woman is
Yep.
expecting a man to be able to move in, because right now, in this day and age, in this generation, everybody need relationships to be roommate.
But wait a second. Let me. Hold on. Hold on. Uh oh. Mic check. Mic check. So wait a second. Do you think that? Do you think that? Okay. What is a okay? Do you think a woman is? You think a woman would want to actually take care of a grown man? Like, do you think
She
she'll
does.
financially support a grown man for the duration of the relationship?
She she doesn't know what she wants, so that's why she plays it. She will do it, but complain about it.
Right.
A woman loves a weak man. They just don't respect him.
They don't respect them.
They will put up with a weak man up for so much time, but they
Yeah,
don't
but it has a
respect.
biological clock to it, though. I mean, excuse me.
It
There's a
has a biological
yeah.
clock, but
Yep. Yep.
it runs on their clock.
There you
Because
go.
women have this false narrative in their mind of the time, the biological clock of getting old. Women
Mm-hmm.
will play around as long as they want and tell you this is what they want. They just want
Mm-hmm.
to fuck off. They just want. There's nothing serious. And when a man follows behind that and say, bet, they still put a timeline on it.
Right.
When they don't know how to upfront put the timeline on it. Just come up front and say, look, I got a year or two of this, you know what I'm saying, to figure out what we need to do. Give the man the instructions, because again, most of the men in this generation need a place to stay, and most of them just need some ass. They want to have everyday layup guaranteed, but that's what they want.
They just want some guaranteed coochie.
They just want some guaranteed layup.
Yep.
And when you got the guaranteed layup, hey, and whatever that I can get is a bonus outside of that. But they're cool. They're telling men right now, that's all I want.
But let's explore this deeper though. Let's explore this deeper. So what is it what is it about that particular type of archetype of man, which I would caution to even call him a man, but what is it about this particular dude, that male, that would attract a woman to him? Like, what is it about his traits? What is it about his particular frame, or his personality, or his essence? What is it about that male? And I'm talking about a lower status, lower quality value male. What is it about these type of men that women are attracted to?
A man that was raised by a single black woman that didn't hold him accountable, and a little girl that was raised by a single black woman that disrespected her and was in competition with her as she was growing up, that she had to kick her. She didn't show her any love. So she was learning from an independent woman that was competing with her. So all she know is to stand strong. She was not guided by a man that showed her how some structure. So, but not only that, it was a single woman that raised that boy, that didn't give him any accountability, that just gave him ways out. That's my baby. That's my baby boy. Nobody can mess with him. So he's now looking for a woman to take care of him like his mama did, and this woman is finding a man, trying to look for a man that can give her structure, but also all she knows is how to be strong and independent. So again, she's yearning for just a man, period. But you're saying that you're looking for a strong man,
Right.
but
Right.
you're strong enough to say, I am going to tolerate whatever man that I
Right.
get.
Right. So she is so she's searching for something she's never had in a man, which is that order, that strong masculine presence. She's looking for that. But this guy is exuding the exact opposite to that. So because she had never grown up with that, she's attracted to the opposite of what that is.
And she don't know. She
right.
don't know what it is that she's looking for. She can't
Yes.
identify.
And
She can't identify it. So in her mind, she
turn.
has this
Oh,
false
go ahead. I'm
notion.
sorry. Go ahead. I'm
She
sorry.
has a false notion of what it looks like.
Yeah. False notion of what it looks like. Yeah, I heard I heard someone say it, and it was so interesting. I don't know if you ever follow this this one chick. Her name is Crimson Cure. Oh man, she's dope. Anyway, she calls it the lost. Well, she calls it the lost value system, but the way she was describing this situation, she said a man like that we're describing is a man with no value system. He has no value system, and because that woman lacks any value system, they're attracted to each other. So she's looking for that male archetype void of a value system, because she never had one herself. So that's why she's attracted to that chaotic lifestyle, that constant stimulation, just all that chaos. And they call it fun, though. That's what they call it. Wrench Turner just said here in the chat, he was like, he's fun with loose boundaries. The Pookies, the Ray Rays, the Tyrones. Kevin Samuel said the Nug Nugs. He's fun with loose boundaries.
But what women don't understand is, as years go on, a man value goes up, but as years go on, a woman value goes down. So a man can play around as long as he wants,
Yep.
that as he gain age, he begins to gain wisdom
Yes.
and
It's
value.
inversely proportionate. Absolutely.
And
Yes.
he gains value. So the longer that he can do whatever that it is that you allow, his value still goes up. So you know that mentally.
Yep.
Women don't want to be honest, but they still put the pressure on you because they understand it mentally. They just don't want to express it verbally.
Talk to him.
They wait till too late to express it verbally, but they understand their biological clock goes down by the years.
Yes,
The man
sir.
biological clock goes up because as he gets wiser,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
understands the value of money, he understands the value of life, he understands the value of responsibility. So
Yeah.
as time go on, so that's why it's so easy for them to separate, and the gap becomes so far along between man and woman.
Yeah.
That's why it becomes that far. And women think women would lie and say, "Oh, I held him down, and as soon as he got up, he left me." No,
No. Naturally,
he
that
didn't
was going to
get up.
happen. Exactly.
You don't realize. See, women will stand there or sit there and watch a man elevate and don't move at all.
Nope.
So as he does
I'll be
move, he
stagnant.
realizes you still are the same, and that's not him anymore. That's not him anymore. But
Yep.
as a
Yep.
partnership, they don't realize you have to climb
You
together.
have to.
You have to
Yes.
climb
Yes.
together.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Whatever
Yes.
he
Yes.
knows,
Yes.
he has to teach you. If you find out something new, get him on, because at the end of the day, once you tell him what's up, he still has to be the provider, the protector, and the one that's in lead to take what you give him, the nuggets, and still be the leader to
Mm-hmm.
elevate what you gave him. Stop trying to learn whatever that you got to say, all right, I've learned this new thing. Let me be the leader.
This
No,
is
just
why. This is why
let.
I. This is why JP. I take strong umbrage. Take strong issue with this 50-50 notion, this egalitarian equal, let's do half and half. I take strong issue with that. You want to know why? Because women don't look for their equal. They do not want their equal. They want a man that's greater than them in every capacity and every facet. Every man, I'm talking about ideally, if a woman had common sense and she wasn't just, we're not talking about black women, all right? We're not talking about them. And I'm not trying to disparage all black women. I'm just saying, they have the worst pookie pickers anyway. But I'm just talking about women in general. They are not looking for their equal. They're looking for women want the best quality man that they can get. That's what the problem is. And I heard a really good analogy. It's like they're born with their value. You're born with your beauty. All you have to merely do is preserve it until you find that quality dude and you capitalize on that. You get married and you grow and you stay with one man, and you don't have all this excess drama, all this excess trauma. You devote yourself to one man. But like the casino, they got all this beauty, all this value, and they don't realize they start running that biological clock up, jumping on the cock carousel, jumping the dude, spending all that money. And this is metaphorically speaking here, wasting all their value until they're ready to cash out, and they don't realize by the time they're ready to walk out that casino, they're walking out with $50. And that's real talk. They don't even recognize that they don't have the same value that they once had, especially if you've given your value out so frivolously. If you have completely frivolously spent wasted your value, squandered your value on worthless men that should not have been within your presence, then that's your fault. That doesn't make you strong. That doesn't make you empowered to be sexually liberated and promiscuous and flaunt your sexuality all over the world. How does that make you? How does that? Why are women emboldened by this notion that the more they self-sabotage themselves, the more liberated and embodied and empowered they are? Talk to me.
Man, make sure y'all like and share this, man, because we about to get down and dirty with this,
Oh,
man.
snap. Uh-oh, JP got that
Make
look in
sure
his
y'all
eye.
like and share this. All right, bro. Like, for real, for real.
Break it down,
So,
brother.
I mean, they squander it, right? But at the end of the day, men, the men that again that don't have structure from good mentorship that has been around them don't know how, again, the biological clock is different.
Mm-hmm.
So if they don't have the structure and the mentorship to expedite the process of to lead that woman, she would allow him to squander it. She
Yeah.
would allow it. But he still has value, and he still is not behind the eight ball, because again, a man can even wait all the way up to 50 and still capitalize as a high value man. He can become a high value man at 50 and still have, you know what I'm saying, equity. He would still not lose equity at 50.
Mm-hmm.
A woman at 50 has no equity. Let's be, and it hurts.
Ooh.
It
You
hurts.
cold, JP. You cold for that.
And honestly, truly, it's not to stick at them. It's not. But let's be honest. Any of our family members, our aunties, our cousins that are 50 years old, if they don't have it together right now,
It's a wrap. It's a
what
wrap.
equity do you have?
Oh no, they ain't
Most
no
of the
equity.
ones that are 50 years old are still stuck in their high
Oh
school.
yeah.
They go back into the people that they're used to being with back in high. They go back to their high
Oh
school
yeah. They start digging in the
still go to
trash.
that notebook. They still go back to Facebook and say, okay, if I can't find nobody new in this pissy dating pool, I will just go back and circle the block
And
of
find that one simp that gave me some attention.
not the one that gave me the attention or the most that has the most clout right now.
Right.
That
Right.
again, but when they circle back, do they have the equity, the beauty, the body, and
Ooh.
and also do they have the mindset to say, okay, I know this guy has what it takes to lead me. So when I go into this, I'm submissive. Fuck it, because I got no
But
other choice.
you would think they would have that
But
mindset.
if
But
they
go ahead.
don't, if they don't,
Uh oh.
you will keep running into the same cycle.
I ain't finna let no man tell me what I can do and what I cannot do.
But if you still have that mindset, bro, it ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out. And not only that, even the females right now who had daddies I know a couple of
Oh,
them
they
that
don't
grew
listen
up
to
with me
them.
are still
They don't
married with
respect
their
men.
children.
Yeah.
They don't. They are now in this situation of
Yep.
they're outrunning their devils. So
Yep.
when they raise them girls, they are thinking of how to raise those girls to the man that they used to be, to stay away from that man they used to be.
Absolutely.
So they are raising them now to just depend on him and say, fuck it, these other dudes that's out there, baby girl, if these niggas ain't right, I got you. So
Right.
now you are raising your daughter to only look at if they can't do it, daddy can do it. And you muddying up the water even more
Right. Right.
because
Right. Right. Right.
you
Right.
have insecurity issues about your daughter suffering your demons,
Mm-hmm.
your karma, but you're making the karma even worse and slap her even harder
Yeah.
because you're not being real with that child.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. That's why I think fathers should not coddle their daughters. I think they should be just as direct and as clear with their daughters as they are with their sons. And in this respect, when it comes to getting a man, just they need to just lay it out for what it is. Listen, you are born with your value. You must preserve and protect your value. The highest honor a woman can give to another man, a woman can give to a man, is a child. So you have to protect your womb. You cannot just be opening your legs to every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the community. You will devalue yourself. You will depreciate.
Well,
And
with
I
the
think we need to talk about, listen, I think what's really important, we need to really talk about and put emphasis on this biological clock that women have, because women fail to realize, unfortunately, is the unfortunate, unvarnished truth is that what we are attracted in women is not necessarily what women are attracted in men. The things we value are asymmetrical. It's totally opposite. We're polar opposite. Men, we value youth, beauty, femininity, fitness. We value the aesthetics initially. I'm not saying that's holistically. That's what we value. I'm just saying initially, that's what men look for. If you ain't even coming to the table like that, and you think it's almost like if I go into your store, right, and you serving pizzas, I'm the customer, and I say, look, I don't want no sausages, I don't want no green peppers on my pizza. Take them off, and you tell me, oh, well, if you don't like it, you can just leave.
shout out to my boy Anton Daniels, man.
Oh, Anton Daniels,
So,
word up.
like he definitely inspired the episode. That clip I got from him. That's
Yeah, I
dropping.
saw that too. I
What
actually
I'm
saw that
saying?
clip too.
So let's go back to to say that you don't believe in the 50-50 thing,
I
right?
don't.
Let's rewind back to that. Um
No such thing as 50-50 at all.
um it's no such thing, but until why we bro either let again, as man we can lead, right? But if they don't want to listen, let them fall to their own detriment, bro.
There's too
Let them
many of them
fall.
though. That's too
Let
many of
them
them.
fall.
I know. I
Because
know.
at the end of the day, they are the only species other than white men,
You're cold blooded,
that
man.
will take the ship down with themselves. That's just real, bruh.
That's
If
real.
they can't understand that they are their own detriment, bruh, let them fall. Because at some point at 2023, like you said, it's about time for them to try something new. And if they don't
Yeah.
want to,
Yeah, you're
let it
right. Needs to be a great reset. Definitely needs to be a great reset.
let it go, bro. Let me tell you, and it's again for any woman that feels triggered by this, bruh, you got to check yourself. But let's be objective and let's be real about it,
Thank
bro.
you. Thank you.
You gotta take the voting away. Because first and foremost,
Ooh, yes, sir. Repeal the
no,
19th.
a woman don't know how to pick a man. So how the fuck can you pick a president? That's
You ain't lying
first and
about that.
foremost. And I'm gonna tell you, and bro, I'm gonna tell you how I know a woman can't take a
Come on, tell us.
choose a man.
Preach.
Because me personally, a decade ago, years back, bro, you know what I'm saying? A
Mm-hmm.
woman picked me. And I was nowhere near who I am
Say
now.
what?
She picked me. Oh, I know you can't pick a man, but
Wait, JP. Are you saying you was a
hold
pook?
on,
Are you saying you was a pookie in a Ray Ray?
man. Listen. I ain't saying I was
Oh,
all
okay,
that.
okay.
I ain't gonna say. Listen, I ain't no street nigga. I'm a product of my environment of a hood nigga. It's too different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a street nigga. I'm not. I've never done. You know what I'm saying? I may
I'm
finesse a
definitely not a
little bit,
street nigga.
boy, but touching the streets, well, that's not me.
Mm-hmm.
But but I was a radical in the very ghetto, dog, because
Right.
I was a product of my environment. But also, my first 9, 10 years of my life, it was just me and my mama until my stepdaddy came along. So again, as a man, bruh, that was raised by a single woman, you start to mature and you start to pay attention to the other women around you that other than your mama, her sisters, her aunties, your cousin, your girl aunties, your woman aunties, your sisters, your girl cousins, bro. You start to look at things around it and you listen and see how they move, how they talk, and you start
Okay,
to
but check
realize,
this out. Check this out, JP. I know you've been seeing all on the news because this mofo just can't stay off the damn internet. And she, man, what do you think about this dirty ass harlot, Sukiana?
Um,
Man, 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 man. What precedent? What precedent is she setting right now? Her and Sexy Red. Her
the
and that
thing is,
nasty,
okay, so
dirty, nasty
Sexy Red,
slut.
I've never heard Sexy Red in an interview. But
Oh
what I
well,
do
she just made a post, and you can look it up right now. Sexy Red just made a post talking about she prefers not to use condoms when she has sex.
okay, now that's wild,
That's
right? That's
wild.
wild.
That's
That's
dirty.
wild. That's wild.
That's a funky
Now,
booty.
and the thing about it, I am very objective. I am very in the middle with shit. So, where I
Oh
was
come
going
on,
at,
JP. You got to
where I
call
was
that out,
going,
man. That's
where I was
gross.
going at, you just definitely, so you definitely drew a wedge in where I was going at. But
And she said her booty hole brown. Like we don't need
like
to
I
know
said,
that.
so okay, I heard the lyrics of Pound Town. So, but let's stick to the first person, Sukiyama. Let's stick.
All right,
Let's
go ahead. Go ahead. Sukiana. Little nasty trash.
I've
Ugh.
heard interviews. I've seen how she moved. That is your prime example of Hollywood giving money just to push an agenda.
Yes.
That girl is
Absolutely.
very, very intelligent.
Man,
Very,
please.
very intelligent. No.
I
Hold
don't
on, hold
believe it. I don't
on.
believe it, JP.
That girl is very, very. If you look at certain interviews with certain podcasters, you will start to listen. You will start to listen how that girl talk. She had so listen. So when they started talking about the Dr. Umar stuff, how he called her out, when you see how again, yes, Dr. Umar is still the radical, a race beta, a race hustler,
Big
but but
majorly.
but but Dr. Umar still again he caters to the black culture of
Yeah,
women.
he's a
Now,
panderer,
one thing I
man.
can say is I started to realize is Dr. Umar catered to a lot of women because
Oh yeah.
Dr. Umar want all the hoes to himself.
Yeah, he's like
That's one thing I
he's
do
like the
realize. He
modern
want
day
all the single baby mamas to
yo,
himself.
bro, he's like the modern day preacher.
I've
Black
never
preacher.
heard, I've never heard Dr. And I've been a Dr. Umar fan for a while. Dr. Umar came to Savannah, bro, and I heard about Dr. Umar coming to Savannah an hour before he came. When I tell you how fast I put some clothes on to go out there and see my man.
Oh
When
my
I
god.
tell you, bro, 2020, what 2022, February 2022. When I tell you how fast I got out there to see,
Dr. Umar? Good lord,
bro,
man. What the
so look, after I got there, watched Dr. Umar, and then I started following him. The one thing about it,
Did he have
man,
a big did he have a big audience? Did he have a big crowd?
no, because again, with some nigga shit, how late it was that you tell motherfuckers like he had an auditorium and it was whoever can get to it. We
Right,
all
right, right,
found out
right.
about it. But the fact, the longer that you start to follow someone and listen to their content continues, if there is no growth in the content, you begin to stay stagnant. And the ones who have objective mindsets and actually looking at stuff to grow and actually starting to look at things to actually put things in perspective, you start to realize the hypocrisy.
Yep.
You start to point out things that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And you start to realize a lot of stuff, and that's what started happening. I started realizing that Dr. Umar catered to a lot of single women.
Yep.
And no matter how much he
Just like the
bitches
black
about how
pastor.
he separates women from men, his content continues to still separate women from men
Absolutely.
because why?
He's a
Because
psyop, man.
he continues to blame men for the reason why women are how they are.
Yeah,
But again,
exactly.
he's not objective enough to
Mm-mm.
stay on code about what are the things that we can do to improve, rather than coddling the women for their bad decisions, but
Mm-hmm.
giving lashes to the black man, whether he
Yep.
dating a snow bunny
Coddle the
or he
black woman
this
and keeps the black man angry.
because
Pissed
he
off at the
know
white man.
every let me tell you, the black woman, the only niggas, the only men that black women cater to, the preacher, the boss man,
There you go.
men with power.
Yep.
And even though Dr. Umar is not in the pulpit, he still is an activist, and he still, with so much clout that he has, he still falls into that power dynamic.
Yep. There you go.
Still falls into so women, single women who have no guidance, that don't know what a real man is. He's powerful, he's very stern with his talking. They flock to him. So,
Yep.
but they don't have any other man to be able to be able to keep him. They have what
They
do
don't
they have?
have a man, period. That's the problem. That is the problem. And you know what, Dr. Umar, how he rose up through the ranks is because black people adopted this stupid, silly, retarded notion that we need leaders. We need a leader. We need somebody to speak for us. And he grabbed the mantle, and he decided to
No,
exalt himself up.
because Farrakhan, Jesse Jackson, and
False flag. Yeah, good point, Jess.
what's the last one? What's the skinny nigga that looked like he on crack with the little legs?
You talking about Dick Gregory?
Sharpton.
Oh,
Sharpton.
Sharp. Oh
Those
my God.
those
He said
activists
crackhead.
are growing old and getting shipped out. Dr. Umar will be our generation of activists that stands on the
Oh yeah.
platform
Oh yeah.
and still push
He's
radical
yep.
behavior. He will still push radical behavior. I
Oh
don't care
yeah.
how much you sit up here and give big words, and you sit
Yep.
up here and give me food salad. Him, Charlemagne, anybody who I'm not gonna sit up here and argue with food salad.
You're right. You're right.
Word salad. I'm not gonna sit up here and argue with it. I'm not going to play dictionary words. I'm not going to play Scrabble when it comes to our discussion. I'm not going to do that. See, black people are so amazed by big words because they are so uneducated that they don't go and research themselves. But you start to realize what you call big words are just simple words in the vocabulary that you just don't know of because you don't read enough.
Nope.
But I'm not going to play word salad with you, dog. Let's stick to the facts. All that hooping and hollering, that repeating shit three times.
He ain't saying nothing.
That is a great tool to make sure people understand and can regulate what you said, so you repeat it 3 times. Cool. But you start to you start to make it sound like you're dumbing everything down but when you have to do that, you have to now examine the crowd and the customer base and the viewers that you're trying to attack, and now you start to realize you're now taking advantage, and people not realizing that you're not
Oh yeah.
realizing. But my thing is,
Absolutely taking advantage.
but my thing
Absolutely
is,
taking advantage.
but my thing is this: like, I understand that, but even with back to Sukiana, like she's being paid very handsomely to just because that the world want to see someone uneducated, a woman that's exploiting her body sexually. Bro, the world is full of just sexual demons,
Nasty.
right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Just
sex
disgusting.
so high right now. All we looking is sex appeal.
Glorifying
We want
it.
to hear someone saying how horny she is, how wet she is,
I
how
know.
she can give some
Like
top.
nobody want to hear that all the time. Like are you like what do you not think that children will stumble across your music and hear that? Do you not? And I hate this idea that, oh well, you should just keep your kids away from the music. No, culture has a major impact on our youth. It just does. Unfortunately, it does. When our children go out into the world and they're around their peers, and their peers are around their peers and their cousins and families, all that stuff is integrated. So whatever being promulgated on the airwaves, TV, media, it's going to permeate the house. It just is. Unfortunately, it happened with me. It's happening with my kids today. So that's just the fact of the nature of the beast. And that's what I'm saying. I absolutely believe that Sukiana is definitely, and Dr. Umar, they're psyops. They are absolutely psyops. They are being promoted and pushed by an agenda.
They are.
Absolutely.
They
It's
are.
all by an agenda.
They are. They are. And
Can't
that's
tell
just
me
what it is.
nothing.
I mean, that's just what it is. But it's up to us. It's up to us to see through the bullshit and see for who they really are, and then we make an informed decision of to eat the meat and spit out the bones.
Eat the meat
Because
and spit out the
again,
bones.
both of them have objective opinions, and again, two things can be true at once. A lot of them, both of them, are saying some things we can't really, just because of what they stand for and how they move, we just close our ears completely, because I can't honestly say, bro, a lot is certain things, especially when it comes to the alphabet community, that you gotta agree with Dr. Umar. You got to. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying?
that's
When
his
it comes
problem.
to
That's his problem. But that's his problem. He'll say certain things that are true in nature. Yes, he will. But what is so cunning about him is that he'll integrate the lie into the truth. He'll interwoven the
And
lies with the
that's the
truth.
same way Charlemagne does the same thing.
Yes,
The
absolutely,
problem is
bro.
our community have to be smart enough to be objective and understand you eat the meat, spit out the bone. Understand when something else don't look right and don't align with what they just said last week, last night. That again, it don't align with the agenda. They will sit here and tell you about racism, this on this hand, but not only that, will tell you how it's really not racism right behind it.
Sleight of hand,
And
man.
and
Yep.
you don't even realize they just came back and sweeped up what they said to try to let you know, like, what I said is false information.
Yeah.
I kind of gave you the false notion of it, but I got to make sure, without getting sued or having a lawsuit behind the false information, I still got to, but our community are closing their ears and not understanding what they're saying. They don't even hear how they go and clean this shit up. They don't even
Emotionally.
realize that
Yeah.
yet.
But
They still focus on the first thing that they said, which is radical behavior.
I was thinking about this, man. I was just thinking how emotionally reactive black people are, and I'm like, where did that come from? Like, how was that just the characterization of a whole entire ethnic group? And I thought about it. Oh, well, that makes perfect sense because the black community has predominantly been ran by a damn matriarchy since the early '60s. That's why we're so damn emotionally reactive, because we are reacting just in accordance to our moms, our aunties, our grandmas. No men are there to buck at the system. We just we see it, we get excited, we sensationalize it, we romanticize dysfunction, make it glorify violence, and it sounds just all chaotic to me. What that tells me is that there's no logic, there's no composure, there's no level of degree of temperance, there's no level-headedness, because there's no men to facilitate these traits, to teach these traits. And why is there no men? Well, is it the majority of black men who have abandoned posts? No, not according to the numbers. According to the numbers, the majority of black men are single today, are single and childless. So what does that mean? That means that a small percentage of a small percentage of Pookies and Ray Rays and degenerates are single-handedly destroying.
Taking the majority of
There you
the
go.
Shitas and the Shaquitas.
There you
80
go.
80% of the women are only fucking on the 20% of
You better
men
tell
and
them.
on the babies.
You better tell
The
them.
80% of women are stuck on the 20% of men.
There you go.
These men are the ones who has 10, 8 baby
Yes,
mamas or
sir.
babies, different babies.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because the mass majority of women are clamoring to the 20% of men because
Yes.
they quote unquote are popular. They quote unquote got clout.
Status,
You
quote.
let's
Yep.
let's 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 look at this, right? The 80% of women are choosing to fuck Future. The 80% of women are looking to fuck Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon, right?
You know what I'm saying?
And they have a
The
baby with him. By him.
look at those, how much of a 80%. They don't most of those women, bro, are packing their cell. Most of these women also are giving this 20% men multiple babies,
Oh
not
yeah.
just one.
Yep.
Some of them are giving them multiple kids. Not only that, when that man goes into fuck the girl down the street that you don't like, you are in competitive mode as a woman to say, "Oh no, she's not gonna one up me. I'm gonna give you another baby. Fuck that, cause now I'm gonna tell that bitch, hi, I got the last baby." They don't have no brain cells, cuz.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Where's my where's my oh there we go. Lady PSA. Ladies PSA. This is a public service announcement. You ladies are in a constant rotation with less than 20% of the men. I'm going to say that again. You ladies are in a rotation, okay, with less than 20% of the men in this country. How does that feel?
80% of y'all.
80% of y'all, the majority of y'all are in a
80%
rotation with
of
a
y'all
minute percentage of men.
and let's stop using the excuse of because all of them dead or in jail.
I know, right?
That's a lie. Stop using that.
Oh,
Let's stop
bro,
using
check this stat out. Check this stat out I just read. Felons, and y'all can look this up. Y'all in the chat. If y'all don't believe me, fact check me. Felons have 33% more children than a non-felon. Felons have 33% more children than a non-felon. Ladies, what does that tell you? What does that tell you, Shaquita? Come on now.
It's,
We ain't
it's
playing no games out here. The numbers don't lie, ladies. Men lie. Women lie. Numbers don't lie.
the COVID death numbers do.
Oh, he want to go there with the COVID, huh? Why you got to go there with the COVID?
My bad. We on YouTube. My bad. The jab. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube. Matt, those numbers are skewed. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Those,
That's listen. We're definitely going to talk about that because I have my thoughts on
those
that.
numbers,
But I will say this at the onset is I do agree with you. Absolutely.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
believe some of them numbers were.
So numbers do lie. Numbers would
Well,
definitely
numbers can be misconstrued.
politics and health is definitely skewed based on the agenda or the way that they want to push the way that the masses needed to go.
Yeah.
So let's just be honest about that. So
Yeah.
yeah, numbers don't lie, but mathematics don't lie.
Let's get back to this. Let's
Addition,
get back.
subtraction,
Let's
multiplication don't lie.
let's
If
get
you
back
add
to
if you can add how many apples you got, and then if you eat them, you subtract them, that doesn't lie. Statistics are gonna always be skewed and it's gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? The
well.
thing about it,
That's why you're supposed
even
to.
even let's go back, even if they say, oh well, the statistics of the 80-20 deal. Let's be real. That's something that you can actually look at. You know, in your neighborhood right now,
Yep.
of a woman that lives in your neighborhood,
Talk to
that
him.
the next door neighbors or the one that's on this next on the other side of town that everybody split baby mamas with
I
babies with
got
him.
two baby
So
daddies.
that's not so you can't skew that number. For every man, for every woman, 10 women, 10 women, 8 of them got one child out of 10 men.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them have slept with at least 4,
Mm-hmm.
6 of them, especially when they friends, because now,
Mm-hmm.
depending on his clout, depending on who he is, women have this thing where they don't have no boundary lines with telling each other, What the fuck they got going on?
You ever walk in one of them hair salon stores? Well,
Boy,
I ain't been in one in a while, but
today about that.
huh?
I had a conversation today with
This
the
is what they
people
saying to each
about.
other right here. This is what they
I
saying.
was just having a
I got
conversation
two
today
babies.
about a salon talk about someone telling me about salon talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's wild. It's wild,
Oh,
bro.
wait a second. Wait a second. Paige, I got my man Paige in the chat. Come on, man. You got to get on, man. Man, got to get my man. This is the. Oh, gosh. You got to get on. Dylan, you got to get on, man. Got to get you on, man. Anyway, no, you absolutely. Well, go. I'm so sorry,
But
JP. What were you saying, bro?
the thing about it is, man, like
Hey, Deborah.
let's just let's just be honest about the situation. Like even with the episode, like I said, that I put out that I let you listen to before it even dropped. Um, a lot of people, again, I ain't the most perfect man. I ain't even gonna lie, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with any heat come my way. That's one thing about it. Cause one thing I do know, I keep that shit real. But I also know, how I move and the way that I live my life, bro. Like I'm cool with that. We all got to make an account of how we live, bro. So one thing I always tell people, man, I'm very intentional about anything I do. I'm intentional about what I say, what I do. I'm very strategic. I'm never gonna clear nothing up either. I'm never gonna clear no shit up. So
Wait a
again,
second. You ain't gonna clear nothing up.
I ain't clearing nothing up. I'm telling you from now, man, I don't care what you put out. I ain't clearing the damn thing up. I believe this. I believe this, bro. Motherfuckers who really know me, bro, they know what the truth is. If you don't know me, why should I care about a motherfucker who don't know me that's gonna take whatever that they hear and build their own narrative? They don't know me. And then if the people
Yeah.
who know me and have watched me throughout the years can hear some rumor and be like, really that's him? And you believe that? Bro, you ain't never really fucked with me either. I
Right.
don't have to clear nothing up because,
Right.
well, like, first of all, again, like I told my son the other day, bro. He brought up cancel culture, man. He in ninth grade. You know what I'm saying? And
Whoa.
I was like, son, let me ask you this, bro. Anybody who really have it's people like Dave Chappelle and mother Charles Barkley who can never be canceled because why? A, people fuck with them, and B, they have always been the same way all the time. They have never budged. You can't cancel someone who has been consistent. I have always been consistent, and I'm gonna stay that way. I am never one that's just gonna go one way. I'm here. What's right is right, and what's wrong was wrong. Bro, I ain't never swayed in one way. So why am I worried about being canceled? Why should you be worried about cancel? Because what is right, bro? It is what it is. A lie is a sprint. You know what I'm saying? And it's a sprint. But the truth, you know what I'm saying, it has endurance. Cause one thing about it, bro, that lie, if people really pay attention to it, boy, it's gonna fade out and get tired. But that truth, once it get tired, it's gonna outrun that bitch. It's gonna outrun that bitch. So it is what it is. So I don't care about that. I ain't clearing a motherfucking thing up.
So
I,
listen.
I said that to say this. I said that to say this, that bro, I'm gonna say what I want. I'm gonna say what needs to be said, and I don't care what nobody say.
You know what I'm thinking, JP? I think we need to boycott. I think we need to boycott the music industry, the rap industry. Let's boycott it.
Why?
We need to boycott it, man. We just need to
No,
tear. We need to
no,
tear it down.
no,
We need to
no,
tear it
no,
down, man.
no,
We need to
no.
tear it down from the seams.
I'm not marching for shit. I
No,
ain't
no, no. We
boycotting
ain't got to
shit.
march. We ain't got to march. We can campaign on the internet. We can campaign through social media. Boycott it. Every last
Bruh,
one of them.
why? Why?
Because
Bro,
they are
again, it's like I
promoting
keep saying,
degeneracy, my brother.
with women. Bro, I would let my fellas go down and crash. Because as a man, boy, you should be again. have your mind in the right direction, bro, that you should honestly understand, bro, this music shit. If you going crashing out in this music, in this industry, and not realizing how fake it is, and it's just pushed agenda, you don't
I just
deserve.
don't think we need to stand idly by while destruction is just making grounds. It's taking grounds from us. Because why? Why? Let me tell you why. Because men today are doing exactly what the few men did of yesteryears. We are standing by idly while the gates of hell are opening wider and wider. And you know why? Because we all believe inherently, men, I'm talking about men here, it's not my responsibility. Why is it my obligation to go save my community? Why is that my obligation? When it's honestly, it's hypocritical because in a sense, we're doing that right now by proxy. We're speaking out about it right now. The things that plague our community, we're talking about it, and I don't even know why I still cling to this notion that there is a community. There is absolutely no community. What I believe, I don't think black people should organize. I don't think we should unite. I don't think none of that. I think if anything, we should separate. But I fundamentally believe that if there is going to be a cohesion amongst black people, there needs to be a set of principles and a code of ethics. That's one thing I can stand behind. There needs to be a re-enshrinement of moral integrity amongst black people. And we need to absolutely, utterly, and unequivocally shun anything remotely close to degeneracy. We need to bring back shame right now. That's what the campaign is going to be. Bring back shame. Bring back shame. Bring it back. I don't like it because you're fat. I don't like the way you talk. You don't speak proper English. Tie your shoes up. Pull your pants up, boy. We need to bring it back, man.
Biblically and spiritually, God did not send anybody to protest or to be able to boycott anything. God put every man in place to live by whatever, and then he is followed. Bro, you're not supposed to boycott anything. Every man has to account for all his abilities and his actions. As every man stands on how his principles, how he's supposed to be, another man looks to his left and look to his right and see another man moving the same way. That's what you do. You don't have to make, see, the reason why the world is so backwards right now, all we do is bring awareness. That's all we do.
That's all we
Awareness,
do.
awareness. So when you say let's boycott it, bro, that's not the way of the world. The God say, bro, some will famine, some will fade, some will be rich. But that's just the way of the world. God knows that's how it is, because when you live his way, when you live his righteous way, or you live in the way that he's supposed to go, you will be prosperous. Bro, you don't have to sit up here, but you have to let, just like I said with the women, you have to let some go by the wayside, because you will, like they say, bro, you know, you have to put your oxygen mask on first before you worry about your neighbor what they came through.
Yeah, I know, man. I get it. I get it. I get it.
We also get to let them fall, bro. Let them fall.
I
You know what
listen.
I'm saying? But
I
God
agree.
protect babies and fools. That is his job. That is not our job. Our job is to begin to be leaders and stand in his image. And those who understand what good is, they will walk in that path, bro. Our job is not to save. And I had to learn that, man, because you will start to drain yourself. This is very depressing and it's very tiresome when you have to try to save the world. You can't do that, brother.
No,
You
I
can't.
agree. I totally agree. I agree.
See, people
But wait
see
a
that
second.
as,
Why is launching a mere campaign to boycott the rap industry? Why is that draining? Okay, I hear what you're saying. Don't say the
name
world.
one campaign. Name one campaign that God, that Jesus, let's go to the Bible, whether people believe it or not, the written, whether it's fake or not. Name one campaign that nigga did. Name
One
one.
one campaign.
Yes.
Well, how about this? Let my
Oh,
people go.
how about nothing? Tell me one campaign.
When Moses confronted Pharaoh and he said, "Let my people go," that was a campaign.
No,
Yes,
no.
it was.
That was not a campaign, nigga. That was a man. That's war, nigga. That's not a campaign. That's war. Even the Bible said there will be a time for peace, there
Oh
will be a
snap!
time for war. That's not a campaign. That's a war. That is a command because if you don't, we will
JP,
unleash.
no man, we cannot just stand on the sidelines, man. Okay, I don't think that we
No,
should go out to war. I don't
as a
think that.
man, you walk in the image of
No,
your
no, no, no.
creator.
You're doing that. Okay, we're doing that.
You have not
Nah,
given me
man.
anything that my creator has given me to walk in the image of him. You have not given me anything.
Yes, I
You have
have.
not given me a campaign. You have not given me
Okay,
no campaign.
listen. You have to
Somebody
walk.
in the chat, give me a campaign. Somebody in the chat, give me a campaign.
Deborah
That your
said.
Lord Jesus Christ.
Deborah said tomato, tomato.
Bruh, that's not a campaign. Because okay, tell me your campaign on tell me what you're saying a campaigning. It walk me through your steps of campaigning in the music
I
industry.
don't know. I've never
Because
done it, man. I guess it
a
would go something.
campaign and a stance on leadership is two different things.
Okay, listen.
Leadership is what people see and how you move, not what you chant at the top of your lungs and say,
I
don't do
agree.
that.
I agree.
You're
I agree.
moving
Okay.
and not doing that, bruh.
Okay.
That's
All right.
different.
I'll concede to that, man. I agree. I agree.
That's different. Listen, tomato, tomato, but tell me about that then. Whoever was in the chat who said that, let's rewind that shit then. Tell me, bro. Tell me.
She calling you out. He's calling you out, Deborah. So you're gonna have to expound upon what you meant by tomato, tomato. Guys, like the video, please. I see y'all in the chat. She said. She said telling. She said. Hold up. She said telling the apostles, the disciples, to go and speak the gospel. That would be like a campaign.
No, that's not. No, that's not. That's not a campaign. That's not a campaign. That is instruction of what you're supposed to do. We're not supposed to boycott
Okay, well,
the
you know what? The God said, bring his enemies to his footstool. So that sounds like we got to do some work, don't it? Don't
no,
it?
no, no. That's not campaigning.
Okay, it's
That's
not
not
a campaign.
not a campaign. Bring it. No, no, no. He said, when you walk in my image and you follow my works, I will make your enemies your footstool. That means you stand.
Oh,
Every
serious.
as after you have done all you can do, just stand, and I will make your enemies your footstool. He did not say campaign.
No,
Give me some.
okay. You harping on his word. Okay, you're right. Wrong choice of words. Not campaign. I'm just simply saying, men, we need to stand for something. Okay, I get that. We need to stand for something, but we don't need to be
In the image,
walking the image of God. Yes,
being the leader and the
absolutely.
example.
Be the
Stop.
example.
You don't even have to talk, bruh. You don't even have to talk. If
I agree.
real
I agree.
people who are that are like energy of the creator, they will be connected and gravitate to your energy, and they will just follow
I
you.
totally agree. And you know what just come to mind? You know what come to mind when you say this? Because this is so true. Because I used to always tell people I was around whenever I heard people say this. When dudes, they'll say, I'm a real nigga, or I'm real this, I'm this, that. They're sort of like credentialing themselves. I'm like, wait a second. If you are truly authentically that, you would never have to say that. You would never have to say that. That'll never come out of your mouth.
Because any man who has to do that was raised by a single mother.
There you go.
Because why? I'm gonna give you why. Because he has listened to a woman have to psych herself up over and over and over to believe what she's saying, whether right or wrong. Now, any man that has to continue to be like, man, listen, man, I'm real, bro. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. I'm telling you, man, I wouldn't lie to you because I'm real, man. Any man that has to keep pushing that,
Yep.
bro, you have to side eye. I don't want
Yeah.
anybody telling me that
He's
over
just side eye. Yep. Hey,
I
so
don't want any man to let me see your actions.
Deborah said, "Hold up, Deborah."
Women,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, okay. So women listen to words, men watch actions. Now tell me what Deborah.
That man. Hold up, man. I got to give you a round of applause for that one. Say that one more time.
Women are prone to follow words because it makes them feel good.
Feel
Men
good.
watch actions.
Men watch
Because
actions. That is so
it's
true.
structured and it makes them realize where they stand.
Yes, sir. That is absolutely true.
But tell me what you say. Tell me what you say.
Deborah said, meaning of campaign, an organized course of action to achieve a goal. So my example of disciples go and preach the gospel is a type of campaign. Ooh, she got a point. She got a point.
Okay. All right. Let's hit it up. Let's hit it up. Okay. Let's hit it up. Nah, we're gonna stay there. We're gonna stay there. All right. So what is the end goal? What is the end goal?
The end goal is separation.
Again,
That's the end goal.
tell me this. When have we been instructed? You still have not told me. You keep saying, okay, you're telling me that Pharaoh, Moses, you're telling me that they were instructed to not just, they were instructed to bring the people together to move or to stand against whatever was going and everybody followed behind. The man stood in front of it and said, I don't need anybody to follow. Everybody is looking for me to be the leader, to be the voice. He will stand in front and everybody will follow behind. That's not saying, hey guys, look, I'm about to go stand in front of them. He stood up because he got instruction. They never huddled around to say, guys, this is what we're going to do. God gave him instruction to do what he did. He listened to the voice of the creator and did what he did. He did not sit around and huddle up with anybody. That is a campaign when you have to huddle up with people, come with a game plan, and to get your calls or whatever that you're supposed to do. He didn't do that.
Okay.
God gave him instructions, and he did what the.
So Dylan says, Jesus says something about greater things we will do. We aren't limited to only what Jesus did. Speaking out against what's wrong can be done while at the same time walking in God's image. That is true. You can walk and chew gum at the same time, JP.
He's speaking out. But once again, when
They said read. They said
that's
read. They said they want me to read your definition again, JP.
So listen, I'm standing. So again, I am very. I don't mind, and keep bringing it. Keep bringing it. So what you're saying, speaking out, cool. You speak out, but once again, we're reading the definition of campaign. You told me to get off of this word, but you're telling me to stay on the definition.
Hey, this is between you and Deborah right now.
You told me to get
I'm
off
just
of
moderating.
word. You told me to get off the word.
No, I said I probably used the wrong choice of words. I said probably was a poor choice of words. But Deborah's
and it was a poor choice of words.
But listen, but she presented the definition of the word, and it kind of seems like similar to what I said.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep standing on it then. I bet. So speaking the word, standing on, but he has given you instructions to speak out. But have you still huddled your people up and given them a heads up of, hey, I am about to go do this. Guys, stand behind me. Or as a man, you spoke up on it and you did what you need to do, and everybody said, you know what? We ain't got to plan this. Everybody again just say, well, this is what we gonna do. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Everybody seeing what he's doing and saying that's the right way to go. Not everybody saying, hey guys, let's cancel the music industry. All right, that's what we're doing. Let's do it. No. The most powerful instructive person that we have put in place, that we know, that we believe in, has stood forward and did what he did. And we said, well, I think that's the right way to go. We don't have to talk about it.
Wait a second. So do you disagree with me? Do you disagree that do you disagree that we should cancel that we shouldn't cancel the music industry?
I believe that we should not campaign.
So you don't think So you don't
I
think
think we should all just not fucking listen to it. Just fucking not listen to it.
well,
Why do we got to
that's it? Okay, that's the campaign.
no,
That's the
no,
campaign
no,
right
no,
there.
no. What you're telling us to do is you're saying let's start. Everybody just say, hey guys, stop. We should have been doing this shit.
Yeah, but there's
Why
no
we
because there's no. He said that's boycotting. Yeah, I mean it's the same thing, right?
We should have
Um,
been doing it. We don't have to tell each other to do. How many strong people have realized how the detriment of it? Why haven't we not just learned it on our own to just say fuck it? How many people are gonna keep listening to this shit and not seeing the definition of insanity? The
hold up,
definition
real
of
quick.
insanity.
Hold up.
Whoever else.
Hold up, real quick. Hey, Dylan, man, I can send you a link, man. If you want to jump on with us, man, let me know. Just put it in the chat. I'll send you a link. You can jump on through your phone, bro. I'll send you the link. Just let me know. But
He
go ahead.
typing in the chat.
Yeah, he in the chat.
Yeah,
But go
man.
ahead.
So he ain't got to keep reading, man. Yeah, jump on, brother. Fuck with me.
But go ahead. Go
Um,
ahead, JP. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Number two, number two, man. Give it a link, man. Let's so y'all can stop typing, man. Get on. But let's go. Let's all go. Let's go. But
He feel the pressure.
this is not a debate. This is not a debate. This is definitely let's
Hey,
just all
JP,
come
they trying to
together.
come after your head, man.
Let's get it. Cause it's gonna take longer for you to read the chats, but I want to hear them because as y'all can see,
Fatality.
I don't interrupt my boy Neil. I let him get everything that he gonna get out. I don't interrupt you.
That's a
I don't
lie.
I don't feel triggered by anything you say. I want you to get everything you get out. And
No,
when
they
it's
know.
my turn, it's my turn.
They know
But
it's all
let's
love.
all
That's all
come
love.
together and let's talk about it.
Yeah.
But let's just be real. Um, that's the boycotting the campaign. We should have now all started being able the how we know people are standing when the record sales go down. When motherfuckers ain't keep sharing this shit, the reels, but people
Yeah,
want
man.
it's so people are so thirsty for likes. They will keep this shit going. Let me just share it. Let me share it. So it's floating around. It's like the voting campaign. The more you hear it, the more you embody it, the more it's front of mind. That's just what it is.
Hey, good to see you too, Janet. Appreciate that.
That's just what it is, brother.
Hey, y'all show my man JP some love. Hey, JP, real quick, man. Shout out your channel and everything, man, so everybody know the where to get your content and stuff too, bro.
Uh, FWM podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. FWM podcast. You click on that on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts. You will see a purple background with a triangle that say the rabbit hole. Every Tuesday. Well, let me be real with it. I've got a lot of content up to now, so I'm doing a lot of visuals with jumping on my homies. You know what I'm saying? Visuals. So I ain't been
Yes,
posting every
sir.
Tuesday. Now I got over 100 uh episodes and shit like that. So it's a lot of things that newcomers. It's a lot that you can catch up with that you can binge listen to right now. So go listen to
Hey,
it
why don't
right
you
now.
can you text me
One
the
just dropped. One just dropped 12 o'clock to
can,
this morning.
can you
So
text me?
I actually went back. I actually just went back for you guys and dropped some new shit that's coming about in a couple minutes there. So it's dropping on Tuesday.
Can you text me the link so I can drop it in the chat when you get some time?
Hold on. I got you, my brother.
All right, guys, I'm gonna drop his link in the chat. So y'all definitely got to follow, man. My boy JP be dropping that substance. Definitely
You know what
dropping
I'm
some
saying? Like,
gems.
I definitely be, you know what I'm saying? Like again, I'm definitely objective and I'm definitely man, I'm not one-sided. So
Hold
but
up.
I love I love conversation, man. I love dialogue. I'm all about dialogue, man. I don't want to argue. I'm not trying to debate. Everybody think that let's just that's a debate. Nah, let's all talk about it and let's all see where we stand at. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause everybody can learn from somebody. Like again, I may not agree with some of the things that Neil talking about,
Wait,
but
you don't agree with what I'm talking about? What you mean?
um, again, we stood on not agreeing with this protest shit and this campaigning. But I mean, I still learned, and you giving me so many definite, and motherfuckers giving me the Webster education about this shit, when I'm just still like, okay, it still sound like the same thing I'm saying. Like, no.
So
But
Deborah says, Neil, I stopped. Okay, she said, Neil, I stopped listening and watching all those buying control with what is labeled entertainment a few years back. Too much trash. I researched facts. I agree. I don't even listen to the radio. I couldn't tell you the next artist. I couldn't even tell. Man,
me
lately I've
neither.
been listening to classical music. I've been listening to some country. I've been playing a lot of jazz. You know, I used to make beats
I
back in the
go
day.
back
So
to the old music. I
yes,
still
the
play
old music. Yeah,
old
yeah,
the
yeah,
early 2000. I'm still on. People be like, "Man, you still listen?" Yes,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I can't tell you this. I can't. This sexy red, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I heard some shit on TikTok, man. One time that shit say, give me one shot, I'm gonna give you some head. One shot, I'm gonna give me two shots, I'm gonna give you some.
That's
Like,
all they
it,
promote is
it,
degeneracy,
that's
bro.
trending.
It's
But you're going
disgusting.
to shadow ban me with this talk that I give.
It's
TikTok will
disgusting.
shadow ban me with talking like this.
Of
But you got
course.
my kids. You got possibly not my kids, but somebody else kids listening to. Give me one shot. I'm gonna give you some head. You know what I'm saying? You can put it. Give me two shots. You can put it in my butt. Type shit. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, what the fuck is this?
It's listen.
But you got that trending.
Verbal. It's literally verbal pornography. That's all it is. Verbal
Cause,
pornography.
cause now, yeah, like so. My thing is like I can't listen to that. I can't. I need
It's
substance
terrible,
that's gonna
man.
help me grow, dog. I can't. I really can't fuck with shit
She
like that.
said. Deborah said even the old music has Satan history behind it, though. Yeah, that is
It
true.
does. It
It
it does.
does.
Well, okay. I'm gonna tell you like this. I can
Hey,
go back.
keep
I
talking,
can
bro.
go.
I'm about to run to the bathroom real quick. Keep talking. They listening to you.
I
All right,
can
y'all. I
go
gotta go to the
back.
restroom, y'all. I'll be right back. Sorry, I've been holding it. Uh
You got
oh.
to take a one or two.
Just you want to you try to be funny?
Oh
Pause.
shit! We just want to know how long it's gonna
Pause.
take. We
I'm
just
gonna be
gonna know
like,
how long.
listen, I'm about to be like 10 seconds, 30 seconds. 1 second.
Okay. All right. So it's a number one. All right, bet. So, or you drop deuce real fast. Cool, whatever. But you're right. It does. It does have a satanic spin to it. However, being as old as I am now, and understanding, I understand which ones, and I go back and listen to the lyrics of those certain songs, man, and I start to realize what it is and what it's saying, and I'm objective, and I'm also smart enough to know, okay, yeah, I don't need to listen to that no more. But honestly and truly, music is the gateway to the soul. So I realize and understand that too. Like so it's no way that you can hide it of just I think with COVID, when everything was shut down, I started to really pay attention to how much media has everybody under mind control. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of really was one of the ones who kind of shut down a lot of that stuff and had a lot of time to myself, and I was able to reflect, and then I was able to be able to to differentiate what's bullshit and what's not. And then not only that, later on I started changing my lifestyle about the things that I eat, being active, working out and stuff like that. And I started to realize, especially with healthy eating and stuff like that,
I am back.
it helps the mind think a lot better too. I'm not so much tired and stuff
There
like
we go.
that. So you're right, you're not wrong about that. But again, you have to be smart enough to know exactly what you're working with. I love the deep dive. I'm one that I'ma dig into a rabbit hole, bruh, and I'm the ones who gonna get pissed and hurt about finding something out and not realizing I can't unknow what I know. I have this sick obsession with finding out the truth, and I try not to make that get me in trouble a lot. But I gotta know the truth about things because I need to know the truth. The truth hurt, and I understand when I know the truth. I understand that it forces me to make a decision on if I need to correct myself, because I don't want to live a lie to where I'm sitting here walking blind, knowing that there is a way that I can change my behavior to where I don't walk into the slaughter. But if I know again, God protect babies and fools, he's gonna continue to protect the fools until you start to realize that you do know. He can't protect you anymore when you know. You can only play the fool but so long. You
All
can
right.
only play the fool but so long before you will be held accountable, and you have to account for your actions. So I would rather get it over with, and I would rather stand in front of him and say, "Okay, God, I know it. So now if I walk into it, it is what it is." But I can only be oblivious for so long before he's going to know. Yeah, I can't trick him. Oh yeah, you know what you're doing. Yeah, all right,
She
bet.
said so. So Deborah says, excuse me. Is that the reason in which you are? Wait, is that the reason in which you are going to tell God when you stand before Him on Judgment Day? Is that
God
the
is not.
reason? Is the reason why you
Why,
don't?
why do we believe? Why do we believe that God is going to read out our sins and ask us why we did it? Why we believe that? Why we believe that? He already knows he already knows what's predestined. It is our job to stay steadfast and not walk that way. When we
Wait,
go before him, when we go before him on judgment day, it is now all is he's the judge, jury, and the executioner. So now all we can say is, I understand. He's gonna read it out to you. He's not gonna ask you why you did this. It don't matter. Because you had all the time on earth to ask for forgiveness and change it. He's not, why would he waste his time and listen to you explaining why you did whatever you did when you know you're not supposed to do that? Why? Why we believe that? That
you
he's just
wrong,
gonna read
JP.
out
You
your
wrong,
sins?
man. You wrong, brother.
Why we think that he's gonna read out your sins and ask you, well, why did you do that? Why did you do that? When you had every chance on earth to correct yourself. Why we believe that? And how am I wrong, Neil?
No, I'm just saying. I don't know if he's gonna do it that way, but I do understand. I do know that every man shall account for his sins, his wager of sins. I know
Yeah,
that.
he
Hey,
will.
Kazi. Ooh, Kazi's in the house. Oh man. Gosh, my chat is coming back. How you guys doing?
Welcome
Hey
back.
Neil, so you believe
Look,
all the
man,
rabbit? She said, "Hey Neil, so you believe all the rabbit hole stuff is the truth and don't believe what God instructs?" No, 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 no. You got me all wrong, Kazi. JP and I, we were just having somewhat of a minor disagreement on way in which to approach this. Um, that question was direct. Oh, it was directed at you. Okay. Oh, she said it was directed to you,
so the
JP.
question is,
She
I
said
believe the rabbit hole stuff
stuff is the
other than
truth.
what God has instructed. Tell
Yeah.
me, all right, tell me in the place in the Bible or God's word that other than you will account for your sins, that he's going to mark down your sins and ask you why you did it. Rather than be accountable for what you did, he's going to read it out and not ask you step by step, what were you thinking? Why did you do this? He will read it out and make you, and you will be accountable for everything that you did. And whatever that his judgment is, that will be your fate. So again, tell me where. Tell me where. Neil or anybody else, tell me where.
Hey,
That has
well,
nothing to do with believing the rabbit hole or what God has instructed to tell you. I have given that Bible is your instruction manual. But he made it even better for us that because if it gave you instructions on like how to build something, you would not read it. If it said A1, do not lie, do not kill. That if it can, like the commandments are, if every line just gave you instructions how to put something together, you would not pay attention to it. But he had to give, they had to put characters in it that again, that you can relate to with your everyday struggle to get you to fucking read it, to get to be able to feel like, okay, there's a prostitute, there's a cheater, there's a liar, there's a thief. A lot of people in this world know who they are. secretly or in the open. But again, you can you can empathize, sympathize, and relate to everybody, every character, because every character in that story from front to back, it is something that you go through every day.
She said
So
simple, follow the 10 commandments.
but if other than the Ten Commandments, it was laid out like that from Genesis to Revelations, you would not read it. Because you know why? You know why? Name your grandparent that put shit together, that had an instruction manual, that when you went in the room and watched them putting the shit together, it was under their fucking foot. And they were struggling, and you was like, Granddaddy, the instruction right there, he say, hey man, I don't need that shit. They read the picture and put it together. It's not interesting to keep them to read the shit. That's just real. Nobody, it has to be interesting for you to read it. For you to pay attention, you have to relate to something to give you interest. Let's be real about that
She
shit.
said, Kazi says, bah ha ha, has he read the Bible? They don't think you've read the Bible, JP.
Have I given you anything that goes against what the Bible say? Tell me one thing that I have went against the Bible. I've even quoted. So I need to be the Bible thumper, right? I need to be
No, you ain't gotta be a Bible thumper.
first, and I need to give you Proverbs, blah blah blah, and give it to you like that for you to believe me. This is the way of the world. I have
Lord
to
have
give,
mercy, I'm about to
I
bust.
have to give you that type of proof. Tell me what I have steered you wrong, that I have give you false information that does not say. Tell me. Be real. Tell me. And
Oh man, I froze
I
up.
don't I don't feel any type of way. But if I am wrong, tell me I'm wrong and give me dialogue to tell me where I need to correct this mishap. Tell me. Let's talk about it.
Uh-oh.
Let's talk.
I think my screen froze up. Did it look like I froze up?
Yeah, I think so. But I can still hear you.
No, it's cool. Yeah, keep talking, man. I'm about to just fix my camera.
So,
I'm sorry,
I
y'all.
mean,
I'm having some
so
technical difficulties.
give me where I come. So can you still see the chat or everything frozen?
Yeah, I can see the chat. I can see it. Everything's good.
Okay,
I just gotta fix my
tell
camera.
tell me where I'm wrong. Like I don't mind discussing it. Let's talk about it, bro. Like I'm not feeling any type of way about it. Like let's talk. This the longest that I've ever been on a live, you know what I'm saying, that had people engaging. Like for real, for real. So this is very interesting. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to go listen to the rabbit hole stuff that y'all said that I believe in. I really believe that. Like y'all are definitely going to hear it. Are going to be interested in wanting to hear how I talk outside of this. And I promise you, you're going to be very intrigued about it. Oh, I can see you now moving. You good now.
Okay. All right, I think I'm good.
Tell me where I'm wrong at it though. Like I want to talk about it.
Let's see. She said, okay. She hasn't responded yet, but let's okay. Until she does respond, let's try to move on. Let's move on to what some other things we were talking about. Let's get back to this whole. No, okay. So what are we supposed to do about these women, man? These women who do not want to embrace their nature any longer, right? They champion this idea that embracing this strong, independent, I don't need a man mantra is going to be at the cornerstone of their every movement in life. It's something that they and I'm not talking about all women. I'm just talking about the women who have adopted this ideology. Can you hear me?
You moving a little bit. No, you moving. Keep going. Yeah,
Okay.
you still moving. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I don't know what's going on. I think because stupid YouTube.
You just kind of really, you just moving like an AI robot.
Am I really? Oh, great.
Yeah, you kind of picked up so go ahead.
Is my audio
I can still
is my audio good though?
yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
your audio good. You just your visual kind of sketchy sometimes.
Okay, so you know what? I asked you a rhetorical question because I think I already know the answer.
I heard I heard
It's the
everything you asked. I'm just waiting for you to finish.
it's a rhetorical question because I know the answer ultimately because it's
Yeah,
gonna come back down
I
to
we're not, I'm just waiting for you to finish so I can give you that.
because it's gonna ultimately it's gonna come down to what we've always initially established is that
I'm giving you the luxury to finish it because
no,
I
that's
don't
it.
want to
Is it? I'm about to finish it right now. It's gonna ultimately come down to there's gonna
Are
be
you asking me or are you about to answer your own question?
I'm about to answer my own question and then you can you can extrapolate from there. But ultimately,
Okay.
it's going to come down to, we're going to have a generation of women who are going to die alone. They are
Mhm,
going to pretty much meet their own demise, and they're going to
mhm.
all walk in the same, they're all going to head to the same destination, which is absolute, utterly, utter loneliness. And it needs to
Um,
happen. It needs to happen because unfortunately, with the way this economy is going, inflation and prices and consumer goods and things like that, this is not a single woman's economy. I know they say it's a she economy, but women are responsible for 3/4 of the debt.
mhm,
3/4 of the debt, and they bear the brunt of the majority of the student loans
mhm.
for use a lot of the times for useless degrees that don't even pay a fraction of what they took out for to pursue the degree.
First of all, let me start off before I say anything. Look at that. Look at that picture right there, that blue one. You know what I'm saying? What does that look like? That look like a vagina, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness! Wait a second. Hold up.
Looks like a giant vagina,
How
doesn't it?
dare you?
Looks like a pretty vagina, doesn't it? Okay, bet. So I love women, which that's not the guy that painted that.
Oh, here
Like,
we go with the caveat
not
disclaimer.
it's not a vagina, but um, again, I believe in one thing. I was just telling somebody earlier, like I don't care like how many black women fall on the sword and fall by the wayside. Like, I'm never gonna give up on my black women.
You
Like,
cut. White knight. He
Jay
the
Z
white knight.
Jay Z told you all you gotta do is get it right once. You're asking me
Jay
what should we
Z.
do, but you're telling me what should we do, right, bruh? Either A, let their biological clock run out to where they have no choice to be like, you know what? Hey, I think you're right. I'm ready to do whatever I need to do. Or A, let them again. We all got to account for our own, bruh. Some got to fall by the wayside, burn, dog. Why we care so much about saving so many? If you try to save so many people, bruh, you are going to kill yourself. You have to
No, no, no. I
stand
just think we need to change the narrative though, man. Don't you think
and
we
every man, if he stands the way that he's supposed to do, bruh, you will find a woman that A is her biological clock is running out. That she's gonna come to you and be like, you know what? I didn't realize this way before then, and but you're actually moving in a correct way. Can I tag along?
yeah.
Or B, bruh, if not, are as men, are we worried about dying alone? That's the real
No,
question.
we're not.
Are you worried about dying alone?
No, no, no. Well, I mean, I still think that
How do we change the narrative? Are we afraid of dying alone? If we are not afraid of dying alone, stand firm to how you move it and
oh
whatever
my
it is
gosh.
for you. Let's go back to the Bible. Oh, the person that asked if I read the Bible, let's go back to that. Again, all you after you've done all you can do, you just stand. But when you do what you're supposed to do, you are rewarded, bruh. You are a man that finds a wife finds a good thing. Oh, hold on. Wait, for the one that said it, I read the Bible. Okay, hold on. Whoa. I got a special one that I just the other day as a woman, because I think a woman asked that. All right. Still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when men succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. That is what's saying of one of the things that women say, well, baby, girl, Date as many men as you want. They do it. They date as many women as they want. That first right there is telling you whatever that a man does, as a woman, you stay firm because at the end of the day, we all have to account for how we live. As women have duties, men have duties. A man who is going in his wicked ways and going out in his world, he has to account for that. He has to. But as and we can't go tit for tat. We can't. You let that man, you let these men do it. But a man who seen you move in the way that you're supposed to move, in the way that a woman, he will find you. But you cannot be so focused on your biological clock. That's when you panic and you find the wrong thing. Each Bible verse tell us that we are, if we stand fast on how we supposed to, we will find what we supposed to find. But we so focused on what the other is doing, we panicking. So the question is again, are you worried about dying alone as a man? If you're not, as a provider, a protector, and a leader, bro, you continue to stand firm. That woman will find you because she has only a limited amount of time before she falls short and she self destructs. Men won't self destruct unless the only way that a man will self destruct and expire is if he continues to not be a leader and he has
All right,
wasted his
here we
time
go.
on this
I'm
of
so tired of
what
this. Pissing me
of
off.
what of what if he continues to walk in a
Well, I think
direction.
a lot of men. I think a lot of men still desire to have a good woman, though. I think they're because think about it. Family gives men purpose. We already come standard equipped with loads and loads of testosterone. We have these creative, logical minds, and in order to supplement a lot of that testosterone and all of this aggression, you have to have a family. A woman can channel a man's aggression, and a woman in a family can help a man channel his aggression in a productive means.
But Neil, why again?
And I'm saying a
Our
woman.
biological clock ticks up. Why again? No matter how long, as long as again that man is walking in the image, he will never self-destruct. He will not be punished and expire. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. As we get older, our value goes up. As long as we're walking in the image that we're supposed to, we our value goes up. So no matter if we get 50 or 60, we will get that because we begin to get wiser as
I
time goes on.
1,000% agree with
So
you. I
why
thought
do we
okay.
care?
I'm not encouraging. I'm not encouraging that young men between the ages of 18 to 30 years old,
Whatever
even
we
30,
desire, whatever we desire in the God has
it shall be added
destined
to you,
for
added unto you.
us.
That's true. That's true.
It will come to
It
pass.
will come to
It will
pass.
come
Absolutely.
to pass,
Especially
bro.
if you're, like you said, if you are building yourself up. Hold up real quick. I think we got, I think we got DP joining. One second. One second. Hold up. Hold up. Paige is in the house. Hold up, Paige. Let me pull you up. This is, can you see anybody but me, Dylan? Or you just see, me?
Just you.
Just me?
I
Okay,
can
well,
I,
y'all can hear each other though, right? Can y'all say
I
what
don't
up
know.
to each other?
What
hello.
up?
Y'all
What
can hear,
up? What up?
can,
Yeah,
can
like
y'all
I
hear
can
each other?
hear.
My guy. What's
Yeah.
good?
Okay, cool. Yeah, Dylan,
What's
JP,
good, man?
JP, Dylan. Anyways,
What's good?
Dylan, well, JP, I'm gonna let you finish your thought, and then Dylan, you can jump in. You said you were already watching the show, so I'm sure you already got kind of like the gist of what we're talking about. But finish your thought, JP.
I'm done. Get dirty, Dylan. I'm done, my guy. No more. No, I don't want. I said my thought. Let's good. I'm interested in seeing what. So was he in? He was in the chat, all right.
Yeah, he was in the chat.
I was watching the
I
show, but I had to figure out how to get into the into the show, so I missed the last topic.
Okay.
um Okay, so yeah, we was talking about women on what they should do or some shit like
So let
that.
me just
Like
say
what?
this. So Kazi just said this in the chat. Kazi, I hope you're still here. She said a strong, independent woman will follow a great man who leads with truth, love, and respect. I think both sexes are at fault, to be honest. Anybody can pick it up from there.
Dylan, you want to
At
go
fault
ahead
for
and
what?
get your feet wet first, bro?
I guess at fault,
Go
and,
ahead and
and,
get
and
your
correct me if I'm wrong,
feet wet.
Kazi, but I'm assuming that she means at fault to where we are today with the separation. Well, excuse me, with the gap between men and women. This
No matter,
sex war.
no matter how you dissect that, she's correct. No matter how you try to dissect that, she is correct.
I
She
disagree.
our fault, right? A, right? Let me tell you. All right. So in a conversation with a couple, right?
Neil, can you hear me?
So
Yeah, I can hear you.
we have this thing where most women are in a relationship. We don't have communication as first and foremost, right? So when it comes to a disagreement or something that has been bothering somebody, there's two ways and two reasons why individually it is always your fault. A, a lot of people think that you should read between the lines that something is bothering you. It has been bothering you for a while. I should read your mind and understand that it's bothering you when you have never communicated that with me. And you finally just be like, I'm sick of this shit. You should have known that this has been bothering me and I can't take this no more. That is your fault for thinking that someone can read your mind and understand that that has been bothering you. B, the second thing that how it's your fault is if you have already acknowledged and addressed what's bothering you, and that person has acknowledged and said, I understand, I will be better, I will change. And through time, they have not changed. They are still being the same way. And what did you do? You have been sitting there
Right.
still,
You've been
letting
allowing it.
it go and
Allowing it.
sticking around. That is your fault because you have the right after you have acknowledged and addressed what's bothering you and you have sat there and spent more time letting someone disrespect you and you're still there, that is your fault. She is correct.
But as far as
Correct.
what as far as okay. Okay, I hear what you're saying. You're talking about in the context of a relationship. That's true. I would say if you allow
That's what
that,
we're talking about.
well, I think we're talking about the landscape of the dating market and the chasm, the rift that exists between men and women today. I thought that's the more overarching theme we were concentrating on. Which,
Does that not fall in the realms of courting and dating?
well, yeah, but I think that when you're in,
Communication is no matter
but we're
what.
not
It's
even getting to
okay.
that point though. We're not getting to the point of a relationship now. We are coming. Women are coming pre-assembled with the independent. I don't need a man microchip inserted in their minds. They're not standard. They're not manufactured the way our foremothers, our ancestors were. They don't have the traits of a traditional woman. They're not traditional women in essence.
Neil,
Hold
why
up.
why are you trying to combat insanity?
Listen
Why
to
are
what I'm
you
saying.
doing that?
I'm not. I'm simply.
You're
I'm
you're
a.
telling me how
I'm
they're coming preconditioned. Let it go.
okay.
Stop trying to
But
change
listen.
someone who
We
has
have to
already came.
identify the problem. Any recovering alcoholic will tell you the first step to recovery is to identify the problem. And the
That's
first.
not your job.
Oh, you know what? I am.
So let me ask a question. Let me ask a question. Since we're identifying the problem, where do you think, and this is for anybody, where do you think the masculine woman was created? Like, how do you think that came about originally?
Hold on. Wait, wait, wait. All
I'm
right.
not asking. I'm not
Okay.
asking as
Are you
far as
black or
like.
white?
I'm not asking. I'm
I
not
can't
asking as
see you.
far as.
Are you black or white?
He's black as hell.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, because either way, I was gonna rip your ass. But pause. But the white man, I feel like
Oh shit.
So check this. The most weakest
Wait,
in
just
the
to be clear, you said it all started because of the white man, right?
because let me tell you this:
Jesus.
the one that's supposed to be deemed that we follow behind, that we look to see that is the strongest, that has all the resources, that we model ourselves to say, white, the white man stands above everything. It is his fault because he could not control his woman the way that he was supposed to allow them to walk out in the street and start this feminism movement, but tell our weak women, hey guys, we deserve rights. Knowing good and well you won't go home and tell your white man that, but you allowing your woman to go out there and start ruckus. But the black woman would say, you know what? Yes, fuck this black man. I'm a strong, independent woman. Fuck you. Get yourself together. And what happens is
Wait a second.
now
Pause. 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 Pause.
Wait, real quick. If I was, because you asked me if I was black or white, and I don't see how that matters. But if I was white, what would have been the difference? Would there have been a difference in your response?
No,
Uh
because
oh.
that was you know what I'm saying, when I went into that soliloquy, there was no, you know what I'm saying, not to feel any type of way. You feel me?
No, I
That's what that
don't.
was.
I'm trying to
I
understand.
I can care less because I feel the same way. I promise you. But I
Okay.
did that is to, you know what I'm saying. I can't see you, so I don't want it to make it seem like I'm just, I just went in here to disrespect. But like, damn. But I like to speak
No,
the
I mean,
truth.
well,
So now,
if
so
that's what
granted,
if that's what you
before,
feel is
but
true, it
whether
wouldn't have
that
been
mattered or not,
disrespectful. It's just what you
huh?
believe in. I said, if that's
Huh?
what you believe in, that's what you believe in. It wouldn't have been disrespectful, regardless of my color. It wouldn't have been disrespectful.
I
If you believe that to be true, then that's just what you believe to be true.
JP, you gonna have to explain to me, man. Okay. Okay. How the hell could the lack thereof of the white man's responsibility shoulders doing a damn thing wrong, and she just the
I'm
black woman just
okay.
woke up
Wait. Okay,
mad.
Neil, time out. Start over, bro, because you froze like a motherfucker. Start
Oh, I
over,
did.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you froze. Start from how can the white man and then go.
Okay, can you hear me still?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
so how is it that it's the white man's fault for the black woman abandoning her role to the black man? Are you saying that the white, excuse me, are you saying that the lack of the white man's responsibility to maintain his woman caused the black woman to just all of a sudden wake up in the morning and say, you know what, black man, I want to be like Susie. I'm mad at your ass and I don't need you. Is that how you saying it played out?
It played out in this way. Okay, if you go back even with slavery, or let's go further, at a
I
the
don't
black
take that, bro. No, 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 no. I don't fall. I
Neil,
can't take that
so,
one.
so Neil, how are you going to ask me? Because first of all, I'm not going. So what you're not gonna do is stop me because you think that it's about to run the Victim Olympics. If you go ask me a question and listen, let's do this.
All
But if
right,
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna shut
stop
up.
me
I'm gonna
because
shut up.
you
I'm gonna shut up. Go
already
ahead.
hear white man, and you're gonna stop it. So what you want to do? You want to listen, or you think that you're gonna stop me for the
I'm
Victim
gonna listen. I'm
Olympics?
gonna
What you
listen. Go
want to do?
ahead.
And
I'm
I
gonna listen.
promise you. Okay, so because I don't know how to run the 100, and I don't know how to run the 20, I don't know the javelin.
All right.
So, but I want to tell you this. So check it. If you even go back, if you rewind that, the our ancestors, whatever you want to go by, we always looked as white person as superior, white man or white woman. But the white realized didn't know a damn thing anyway. She was just following behind the white man. But man or woman, black, has followed and idolized the white man. I even went back to tell you, like, when we started about the what the black woman follows, the white boss, the black preacher. That's just what it is. Those are the two men she will only be submissive to. That because why? They bring power. So let's go to that. the with him not holding his structure together with that wife, because at the end of the day, he let them slip through the cracks to be able to start this feminine music to grab our black women. That woman didn't wake up one day and say, fuck you, fuck you, Tyrone, fuck you, Demetrius, I'm out here. No. She had to, again, that white woman whispered into her ear. They did it. It's like, you know what? We do need rights. You know what? We are disrespected. Why the fuck this man keep
That's
keeping me
not,
in
but
line?
that's not true. That wasn't
But
true though.
to be
Okay,
clear though,
so tell me
I was
why. Tell me
asking where
why.
the masculine. I was asking where the masculine female started from in general. I didn't specify any race. I just asked where the masculine female was created in general, not white or black.
But okay. So this is the reason why people can so I think when you're saying that you don't want to bring race into it, but you ask me where it
Well,
started.
I
So
didn't say I
let me
didn't
ask
want
you
to
this.
bring.
So let me ask you this.
I didn't
So
say I
let me
didn't want
ask you
to.
this.
I didn't say I didn't
So
want to
so
bring
let me
race
ask you
into
this,
it.
because that's the
I just
second
repeated my
time.
question.
That's the second. So this is the second time you have played me about bringing up race. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop, and I want you to answer what you're looking for. Tell me what you're looking for, answer, and I will placate off of that, because you have stopped me twice about what you asked me the first time. What does race have to do with you? Then the second time, oh well, I asked you about this. Tell me.
Changed. I'm simply asking. I'm simply asking. Where do you think the masculine female was created? I didn't say you couldn't make it about race. I'm just saying I didn't specify race in that
But
question.
why do you keep stopping? Why do you keep putting that line in the sand at race? So tell
Because
me.
because you answered the question only talking about how the black woman followed the white woman, which was a result of the white man.
So
But
tell me
I
what
wasn't
white
really
woman you
asking
know that's
about
masculine.
race.
Tell me what white woman you know that's masculine.
What white women do I know that's masculine?
So do you, okay? How much do you see masculine white women walking around here that's moving in the way that of which? So tell me what you, okay? Give me your definition of a masculine woman first. What is it? So tell me that first.
You
Let's
asked
let's
me
go
like
from there.
you asked me like three different
Hmm?
questions. I said you asked me
So
like three different
let's
questions.
start with give me your definition of what the masculine woman is. Let's start there.
I mean, it's pretty, the woman that doesn't feel like she needs a man, a woman that goes against the man, a woman who is
Combative.
emasculated and combative, argumentative, so strong that she doesn't need, certain kind of protections.
Unruly.
Just all the typical definitions of a masculine woman. I didn't
So
reinvent the wheel.
so can you identify? Let me ask you this: can you identify the women that you're talking about without putting race there? Yes or no?
Can I identify the woman I'm
Yes.
talking about without
Can you identify?
adding
Can
race?
you identify the type of woman that you're talking about without identifying race? Can Yes or no? The large majority
Yes,
of
for
women
sure.
that you're placating to, can you identify that without bring the majority of women? Can you placate to that without acknowledging race? Yes or no?
Yeah, I just said yes.
All right. If you can, tell me realistically how many strong white women that you see in this world. Don't give me the feminist movement of standing behind slogans and standing by, because they really don't believe that. They're not really living that. They're really not. And any white woman that is, they have chosen to adopt what we call the culture, and they are low income white women. They are not high value white women that is standing behind it. I don't need a man. You don't. Yeah, that's what you
Yeah.
call wiggers. That's what you call wiggers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're not really seeing too many of them. So can we really equate them in this
So they're
situation?
charlatans.
Yeah, can we really, so can we really equate them in here to be just for shits and giggles? That's what you want to do?
I'm not understanding what you're trying to ask me. It's like you're telling me that I'm doing something that I don't feel like I'm doing. I just simply asked the
I'm
question.
just
Yes or no.
asking you a question,
But
bro. Like, I think you really just
I
came
simply
to
I
just
simply asked
ask
the
me
question. You're making
questions,
it
but
more
I think
complex
you
than it
just,
has to be. I simply asked the question. It
But
wasn't even a
I'm
complex question.
asking you, how can I identify what you're asking me? I'm telling you, answer your own question by eliminating what you said that I put there. Give me an answer how to eliminate race, but be realistic on if you eliminate race. Do we really have a discussion and an argument of to be realistic? Or if you eliminate that, that's what I'm getting you. I'm asking you to answer for me. Can you really be realistic
So,
by that?
if I'm understanding, and I could be wrong, I'm just gonna throw that out there. But if I'm understanding correctly, are you saying that there aren't there aren't enough white masculine women to make this about white women?
Because I think you
Are
want
you
it
saying
to.
that yes or no?
I feel like it's shits and giggles just
Are
to
you are you
equate all the women together. But what I'm saying is, you're asking me the dominant. How did this masculine trait come? But okay, but when then I say I separate them from white women to black women, but then you say don't equate it. Okay, well, if we lump them all together, let's be real of how many white women in this world, because just what Neil was talking about earlier, the most thing that we were saying, if you let's not even read between the lines, damn it. Everything we talked about earlier, damn near black woman. Shit.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Let's
Yeah.
be honest. Let's be real about it. We can't sit up here and say that we were not just
So
everything we was.
okay, let me just try to break this down in
Well,
concise,
I didn't
succinct.
say my question. I just wanted to know if you yes or no. Do you think that there are not enough white masculine women to speak on in this to make this not about race? Yes or no?
Hell no. Hell
No.
no. Again, name me some real independent. Name me. Let's even. So let me ask you this. So let's just do this.
Wait a second. Wait a
Who?
second. Real quick. Real quick.
That's
I just
interesting.
I just want to.
So
I just want to.
hold on. Who's the poster child of independence when you turn the TV on?
Black women.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah,
Taylor
when it
Swift.
comes to
Taylor
entertainment, when
Swift.
it comes to
Let's
entertainment, if
when
we're
we
talking
look
about
at
entertainment,
music. When
yeah,
we look at music. When we look at music.
black
All
people
right.
are the poster child for music. Period. Though that's
No,
not really
they're the
saying much.
poster child of entertainment. The so
Right,
okay, so let me
entertainment.
answer your question. Okay, I get what you're saying. Let me back up. Let me back up then. I will answer. And I apologize. Where it came from, it's not the white man. Okay, it's not the white man directly. Then, right?
Right.
Who has created entertainment? Who has created Hollywood? The
Who
internet,
has who
the news. So who has created Hollywood? Who has created the media base?
the media base?
Yes.
Well, are you saying the predominant culture that's presides
What
over Hollywood
so
right
who
now?
does it run through? What machine runs through media? Right? It's still no black person created media. No black man does not run Hollywood. No black woman runs Hollywood. What we see on a daily basis, who run these ads, campaigning to again, anything that you see over and over and over again, front of mind. You know what I'm saying? When we be real, entertainment is what created what we see all day long, every day, what we have consumed with music and entertainment. That is what created the masculine then. But on top of what I said, then let's answer the question: who is behind all of that? Then where who's behind that?
Wait a second. This whole okay masculinity. It's it's not a for those traits to be cultivated in a woman and to rise to the surface into being a woman's outward manifestation of who she is. That's not a natural phenomenon. That's
It's
Right.
learned
something
behavior.
that
Man. It's learned
that's
behavior.
okay. Now, well, is it learned
It's learned
behavior?
behavior.
Okay, is it learned behavior? Well, is it learned behavior? Which I'm not saying that it's not.
Okay.
Or could it also be a what was I about to say? Oh gosh. Okay. Damn. I just lost my thought. I just lost my damn thought.
Okay,
Go ahead. Take it off.
So real quick. So Neil, so I heard. I'm sorry,
JP.
JP word. So I heard. I believe I understand his response. Neil, where do you feel like the masculine woman was created,
He lost his thought.
or how?
No.
We have to pick him up. So
I
me
no,
and
I
you have
got it. I got it. Cause that's
lost
what
his
I was
thought.
that's what I was trying to
So
answer.
it's
That's
up
what I was
to
trying to
me and
answer.
you to it's up to me and you to pick this
No, no,
up.
no, no,
So
no, 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 no.
No, you got it. You got it.
I think I got it. I think I got it. So it's not a natural phenomenon for a woman to just become masculine. I don't think that's by way of just naturally occurring over time. I think that there was an interruption. There was an interruption, and it started because the woman believed. I think it's a scarcity fear mindset. I think it comes from fear. I believe the masculine woman is a product of fear. And the origins of the fear is because the woman no
oh
longer feels she's safe.
okay. All right, time out. Wait. Okay. Tell me his name one more time.
Dylan.
Dylan. I apologize once again. I gotta circle back with it. I'm sorry. The reason where it came from also, I'm sorry. One thing that I can say is I'm not afraid to, you know what I'm saying, circle back and speak about the error of my ways. Another piece of this is Neil has failed to mention the fear of loss has been taken away. The rights, and they have given them more and more. When they did not have rights, when they did not have things, they had a fear of loss. And when that was taken away, they have a way to beat their chest. I am so sorry, my friend. I again, it all circled back to who created it, which was the first thing I said, but I'm gonna elaborate even more on what it is without highlighting so much of that's the reason of saying we're gonna play the blame game. However, I'm gonna give you little nuggets of what they did do, you know what I'm saying, on that. But the fear of loss is where it is, and they don't have that anymore.
So
Yes.
there were certain structures put in place, modern
Mhm.
conveniences put in place that liberated women from their role.
Yes.
Right.
There you
And
go.
yes, I apologize, my friend. You're right. I didn't give you any context away but I do think, you know, I was stopped just because I said the white man. I think I was just stopped on. I was halted on a lot of things because I stated the white man and race came. I
Yeah, you're
shouldn't.
always bringing up the white man. Like, damn, man.
It's
What
not the
the?
Victim Olympics. It's just real, bro. That's real. It's just real. But
I'm not your weak father.
does that give you a better answer, bro, for
I
what
mean,
your question
whatever your
was?
answer is your answer. I mean, if you know, I appreciate the circle back. That's cool. You know, what I mean, I wasn't really looking for a specific answer. I didn't. That's what I was saying. If you wanted to make it about race, that's fine. I just wasn't. I just wanted to make it clear that I wasn't asking specifically about where the black masculine female came from. That's all I was really saying. But if that was your answer, and if you want to change it, that's fine. I was just, and then Neil, I got Neil's answer, which I do agree with as
Oh,
well. I think
I
it
ain't
started
changing that
from
shit.
there.
I'm
Huh?
definitely not changing that
Well,
bitch.
I mean, not
I'm not
changing it,
changing
but
that. I'm
adjusting it
elaborating.
or whatever you want. Okay,
Dylan, what about you?
elaborate.
You answer. You got to answer the
Yeah, no,
question now.
I
Yeah,
agree.
you got to answer.
I think that over time, but not sorry, once upon a time, like you said, that certain things were happening, in the country or in the world that put women in the position to where they didn't feel safe being feminine, and
Mhm.
they took that. It was like they were traumatized. Certain things that
Yep.
happened that traumatized the woman that caused them to no longer behave in their natural way, and that I think that was the initial like you know damage, and then it kind of got uh, infected from there, and then yeah, when you bring in entertainment and all the media and XYZ, the songs, it's done nothing but make it more infected. But I wanted to point out where it started from because I think it's important to really think about the origins of things to get down to the root issue so that you can find out what the real solution is. Because we can play the blame game, we can argue with women back and forth and XYZ. But if you ask me, and I've been seeing it for quite some time, I don't think it resolves anything. I think if you want to resolve something, you have to first come to an understanding of what it is and how it started, and then work. You got to kind of go back and then work your way forward. So I just wanted to ask that question just for that purpose, really.
I think, and you know what? My take on what the viable solution is going forward, maybe crass and maybe harsh, but I think the only solution at this juncture right now, being all things considered, is to separate. I think it is utter separation. They're separate from degeneracy. Anything that embodies it. Woman, man, absolute, total, utter separation. And
my version, if you want to talk about separation, because I do believe in separation, but if you want to talk about separation on this topic, I think that the men and women in general, regardless of color, who do believe in the traditional way of things should band together. I think that the men and women who choose to no longer follow a traditional path of roles and household and family structure should also band together. We can do what we do. They can do what they do. At the end of the day, I think the results are going to speak for themselves. It doesn't matter what it is. During with enough time, results are going to speak for themselves. And I think that the men and women that follow a traditional route are going to produce certain results. The men and women who choose to follow a new age route are going to produce a certain result. And it's going to be for people to look at that and determine what's right and what's wrong. I think it'd be clear as day if you ask me, but that's a biased opinion. But I think it'd be up to the people to determine, what's right and what's wrong.
What pisses me off, though, is that the politicians are incentivized to continue and further this infestation.
So are the well, maybe it comes from the politicians, but so is the entertainment industry.
Yeah. So it's like, so it's almost like it's
that's why when you were talking about, that's why I kind of chimed in earlier initially, because you were saying boycott the rap industry, and then JP was saying don't boycott it, but then he ended up saying that we should stop listening to it altogether, which is a form of boycotting. So, but like when it comes to the industry, like the music industry, I do think that the best way to, well, two things. One, I think one of the best ways to put it, damage that is to boycott it in the form of no longer buying it, listening to it, going to the shows, XYZ. And then two, as far as action goes, would be to put out our own music for people to listen to, which will take time to slowly become quote unquote trendy. But I think that, there's one thing if we're saying that, your music is bad, got it. But then if there's not enough people producing quote unquote good music to then, further combat the bad music, then it's like, you're kind of, if you ask me, you're kind of half stepping this. So
yeah, because it's going to create a vacuum.
Into it,
yeah.
And also creating your own music for people to listen to, and that music could be talking about, well, frankly, the exact opposite of what's being talked about today, as far as, the music could be talking about anything: business, family structure, unity, whatever you want to call it. Music that today is considered, what do they call it? Preachy, or what's the music? What's they call it?
Conscious,
preaching knowledge, whatever you want to call it. But it's like it's been called that as a way to make it lame. But the only people calling that music, that kind of, these kind of names, are people who don't want to hear it. These people want to hear trap music. They want to hear destructive music. Got it? Because they think, that music is lame. But we think that their music is lame. And so we should call it what it is, whatever we're going to call it. But at the same time, we should produce our own music regardless of what has been labeled by people who think our music is lame. Yeah. That's why I rap the way I do. And you know I rap. So.
Oh, you're a rapper, dog?
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Hold on, real quick, guys.
Shit.
Real quick, y'all.
Send me some of your content, man.
Oh, here he go.
I put
Yeah,
that
Look,
shit
look,
on my
look,
intro.
JP, look, JP. He don't rap like
I,
no Cardi B, man. I understand you like all
I
that Cardi
promote that
B
bitch, man.
and sexy
I,
red.
I
It's like I'm
promote
playing.
I promote that bitch on my intros and my outros. Send me your shit, man. I put that bitch out. I don't
Hey, he
care.
made a really dope song just recently too, JP. You should hear it.
That bitch over, dog. I got you.
But listen, let me
word.
take the time and read some of these chats, y'all, real quick. I don't want to ignore the chat. Deborah says, not taking responsibility but blaming on another race. What baloney? Deborah says again, we as individuals have the choice to change things no matter what race a person is. Kazi says Satan. I think that was an answer to the question you asked about the music industry, JP. And Deborah says music is a bad example. The entertainment business its business. Its narrative is to separate the family values. True. Janet says I absolutely agree with Kazi. And Deborah says again, combo of learned behavior and not being able to forgive or and do God's order of things. Janet says 1960s women's lib. Yeah. Kazi says 100% Deborah. And Kazi says people will not separate when the likes and follows on social media means so much to the individual. That's all the chats. Sorry about
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah, thank y'all so much. And don't forget to hit the like button. Hit the like button. Oh, JP, I just got to say this, man, just for all the respect and pay homage. My boy Dylan, he and we are the originators of the unwoke. This guy you're talking to right now, this whole unwoke thing wouldn't even be a thing if him and I was not in the car that day and we were doing our thing and we
Right.
came up with this concept because listen, I'm glad you here, JP, because I always wanted both of y'all to meet. I always wanted y'all to meet because, like you
I
said
wish I
earlier,
could actually see
you
you,
said
my
you
guy.
liked, huh? Well, yeah,
I
because you,
wish I wish I could actually see you, man. I can't see you on the screen,
yeah,
but
I'm gonna
Oh,
get
good.
that. I'm gonna get that figured out. I'm gonna get that figured
it's
out.
good to meet
I'm
you.
gonna get it figured out real soon.
But the thing about it, man, one thing about it, um, I appreciate you coming through, man, and challenging me on a lot of things. Even with the continuous pressing to ask the same question over and over again. But that also pushes me to I like to ask questions to get clarity of where you're going. But also I wanted to see again, are you just really just here to ask me questions and try to see where I'm going, or are we trying to dialogue about it? Because when I first said let's talk about it, so I definitely appreciate you standing strong on the questions, but it also made me circle back with a lot of things as Neil, started talking, it helps me, bounce a lot of things off that I missed and the things that I failed to, what I'm saying, mention to where understanding where you actually coming from. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? So I
I definitely,
definitely appreciate
and
that, bro.
man, you don't even understand. Like, I appreciate that so much, just for the simple fact that everything that you just said to me, it's a matter of maturity. You know what I mean? It's a matter of maturity. Trust me, I challenge myself, and Neil knows how I communicate. Like, I challenge myself, and on the regular basis. I don't care what it is. As soon as I start to think about something or form a thought, I'm challenging and coming to an understanding at the same time. So I talk that same way to people when I speak. So I'm asking, I came on here to ask questions and to dialogue. So to answer that question is both. But I'm always, I'm always down to talk. But I have seen this show a couple of times, JP, and I've seen you a couple of times. So you're not I'm not brand new to you. I do appreciate, your state of mind, your maturity. I think you got a lot of good things to say, good points, for sure, in the right direction. And I haven't actually watched your podcast. I believe I heard you say you got a podcast, but I'll check it out. And
It's
I
audio.
do
It's
think
all it's all
that we
audio.
should. That was the audio word. Yeah.
It's
So
all
I
audio.
just bring it all the way back. I do think that we should. I don't know. We should start something to boycott the music industry, and I say that and I harp on that because I do believe that the music industry is one of the most damaging forces to to two groups of people, but they're kind of one and the same. So I'll speak on both of them. One is the black youth but also the black youth state of mind, but also the poor people, the poor people, like people who are financially poor. And I think that rap music damages or continues to damage both of their states of minds. Where you think that it's just a them problem, where somebody could think that it's just a them problem. They listen to this music. This is what they do. If they want to make this music, let them do it. And I get that, but at the end of the day, these things come full circle, and they do affect more people than just them, unfortunately. And it does affect them as well, unfortunately. So we could say,
But
let them do what they do. It does
I
affect
only
themselves.
say that I only say that not because I sit high and look low. I say that
Right,
because I'm in the same position that everybody that you're talking about. It's a mindset. I'm no richer than the poor people that you're talking about. It's a
right,
mindset. It's which you decide to do. I don't know what I don't have anything different than what anybody else have. I may have a, you know what I'm saying, a job that pays a little more, but I'm not. I'm just your regular Joe, just like everybody else. I just made a decision that I have to change my mindset. That's what everybody had to realize. So it's not that you say that we focus on the poor people, man. We all fucking poor, to be real. We ain't nut, you know what
right,
I'm saying? We actually are poor, but the mindset that you have, bro, is different. They choose to continue to be lower vibrational thinkers because they are followers. When they don't
right.
have to do it, you will continue to run yourself dry when you are trying to placate to that type of people, because at the end of the day, bro, you have to save yourself to become the better version of yourself, to be the version of what people can follow behind. Just like
And let me
any
ask you this.
celebrity
Let me ask you this,
was
Jay.
able to
Do
have
you,
followers, bro, you can have followers also. The people don't want to follow what makes sense. That is their dumb asses. Everything that you're saying, brother, you make plenty sense. I make sense. Neil makes sense. You make sense. They're still choosing to follow Beyonce. They're still choosing to say lemonade when this woman has showed you for the last 15 years she does not really believe what
The
she's
deluded
singing. Her
fools in
husband
America.
loves her husband. Cardi B, she loves her husband. No matter how much he cheats on her, she loves her husband. But she's going to placate to the. We are choosing. I, back when we were. How old are you, bro? If you don't mind me asking,
37?
you're 37. Your parents. I'm 33. Back in the day, our parents and our grandparents, what we seen on TV,
Hear me?
because they are the ones who think that's following
Your
that
audio,
degenerate.
your audio cut out.
Hey JP, the audio cut out, man. My
Can
stupid.
you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, but you gotta. I can hear you now.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But let me
so
ask you real
that,
quick. So just responding to what you're saying, because I feel you. But once upon a time, and I think we can all say this if I'm not mistaken, or I just speak from my time. I was lost, right? I was one of those kids that listened to rap music heavy, and I followed a lot of the trends and X, Y, Z. Not as much as everybody else, but I still did. I still did. And I can't really say exactly who, what, or where, but at some point in my life, something or somebody inspired me, or shifted me, or what have you, to challenge what I was doing and go a different path, right? Somewhere, some down the line, somebody said something, or was saying something, or did something, or was doing something that inspired me to shift my views and go a different path. So I say that because, not that I'm expecting that we're going to save everybody, because that right there, I don't think is even possible. Plus, we can't, it's not. I don't think it's our job to save everybody, but the ones who are worth saving, the people that have the ability to, or the maturity to look at what they're doing, look at what they're listening to, the same way that we did, or that I did, and shift the way that they're going about doing things the way that we did. I think those people are worth saving. Had somebody not took that stance, if, and produced something for me to see or for me to listen to, that caught, to inspire me to shift my views, who knows? I might I might be one of these people out here. You know what I mean? Like trying to be a thug or whatever. So I'm just all I'm saying is that you never know who you're gonna inspire. You just got in saying that you what did you say? You said that you're a regular Joe Blow, like you're a regular guy. You just decided to shift. You decided to I forgot what you said verbatim. I should have wrote it down. But you said that you should decided to shift
To
your
shift
views.
my way of thinking
Um,
in the way
right.
of
So, I bring that
time.
up because that in itself you can damn the money part because that's some certain people are inspired by money, got it for certain reasons, got it. But for for this topic, you can pretty much X that out. I think the fact that you're a regular guy, like you're saying that you are, who just did this, took it upon yourself to do this. I think that right there will be inspirational because most people are just regular people. Most people are just regular people going through life. They learn the things that they learn. They're doing the things that they do as a result of that.
Absolutely.
And they're gonna look at you, and they're gonna look at me because
Absolutely.
I'm a regular dude as well. And they're gonna say, okay, well these guys did it. They're just regular Joe Blows like I am, and they're gonna relate to that more than they would relate to somebody like Jay-Z.
Absolutely. Yep.
Even though Jay-Z is really at the end of the day, he's a regular guy, but people don't look at him like that. They're gonna look at me as a regular guy because I don't have $1 billion, X, Y, Z. But because I'm a regular guy, because we're regular guys, I think we'll be more relatable. More, people will relate to us more than they will, these other guys. So, all I'm saying is don't don't sneeze at the fact that you're a regular guy. That's actually more important than you think.
Real quick,
I did.
JP, before you respond, man, let me just read these little few chats that just came in real quick. Uh, Janet asks, "Where can I listen to Dylan Page?" Good question.
I know, right?
Good question. Hopefully here and a few other places, but nonetheless, Kazi says Dylan
I'll
seems
be
great.
around.
Kazi says Dylan seems great. Shorty 38 Ty says I was enjoying conversation until Bible was brought up and thinks Jay-Z has good wisdom. Now he turned into race crap. And then Shorty 38 says,
I gave him a quote like that. I mean, I don't think that I used
well,
him
they're
as an
just the
example.
chats, man. They're just the chats. They're just the chats.
Again, but so
Hold
listen.
up, JP. I got one more to read, my brother, before you get fired up.
I just
He about to come after you, Shorty. So you better duck. Shorty says, "Who created Hollywood? The devil." There you go. All right, now the floor is all yours, my brother.
so Dylan. I did this thing a long time ago, a very very long time ago. And off camera, you could talk to Neil. All I can say is this, bro. There's a reason why I say what I say. I'm telling you, bro. Only you can save, and the ones who are supposed to, they will get what they need to get, and they will start walking into that image, dog. Trust me when I tell you. I promise you.
I think that will happen, JP. But
I'm not talking.
as a byproduct of leading by example,
Yeah, I
and
need big ones now.
as a
Some,
byproduct but as a byproduct
some
of living by example, that will occur. There will be people who observe you, and they will watch your moves. They'll in a sense try to emulate what you have done to pursue your path to success. That is absolutely true. However, with the conveniences of the modern technology that we
Yeah.
have today to spread this message in a modicum of a to have such a major impact in what we're doing right now, this has more of a wider scale reach. So my thing is, why not if you have those resources, why not take advantage of that opportunity and utilize those resources to possibly help someone shift their
because
mindset?
too loud. Back if we look at, you brought up the forefathers back in earlier, the way that we communicated, I'm telling you, signs and symbols. mean a lot. We communicate a different way. The reason why a lot of things that we keep having to try to change and do to start and to get up off the ground, even social media, it is used now to our detriment because we have to now post everything that we do. That is to get the head start to put a wrench in what we do because we are always speaking out loudly. We have to now start just coming together outside of whatever. But there are certain reasons why they are secret societies. There are reasons why they are groups that are come together because everybody is not why. Look at social media right now. People don't even know what to believe. So you are some people like us who are giving good information that can save somebody. They won't listen to it because of who we are. But again, if some celebrity says something just like that, they believe it because of clout. So that is why I'm telling you, bro, when you just begin to just focus of becoming the best version of yourself and walk into that light, I swear to God to you, bro. Listen,
I
again,
see. That's what I'm saying. What you're saying is absolutely fundamentally true. But I'm just, but you're excluding the fact that you can walk and chew gum at the same time. I mean, what I'm saying and what you're saying is not mutually exclusive. That's the thing. Like you're basically saying, look, there's
we're
only one way.
communicating. The girl said Satan and the devil, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are still communicating within the same language that they can decipher through. Our fourth, the people that came before, there were certain ways that they can communicate within each other to keep from being blocked to do what we needed to do. We are speaking the same language as the person of say the satanic or whatever can still block the way that we moving. That's
Mm-hmm.
all I'm trying to convey to you. You are telling me ways that again that is too loudly to be able. We are still speaking in the dialogue
Mm-hmm.
that again the person of the enemy could be able to still understand the way that we are trying to move. That is why demonic and satanic shit is still being able strong rampant
No, no, no,
because
no. You just have to know your enemy. You just have to. That's the art of war. You got
well,
to
they won't
understand
because
your.
we're not paying attention. We don't move in the spiritual of trusting our instincts anymore. We only walking into what we see. Bro, you don't see air, but you know you fucking breathe. You don't hear a tree grow. You see the motherfucker.
Zap you, dumbass.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
just
No, 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 no. Listen, we're gonna have to agree to disagree and pick this up on our next conversation. You gonna be on tomorrow night, right? You gonna be? Are you gonna be? Are you free? You good?
what time?
Probably same time, 10 o'clock.
Dylan gonna be on?
Yeah. Listen, I am at y'all beck and will. I have to.
Hey
If
man,
Dylan is
Dylan,
a
what you got going on, Dirty? What you
Dylan,
got,
Dylan,
man? Hey,
Dylan,
first of all,
he
they
ex
have asked for Dylan.
he
First of all,
JP
they
he
have
accidentally left, man. He's not here no more.
shit. Well, he should be still in the chat. Bro, they have asked for Dylan, bro. Like I got we have to get Dylan from start to finish then.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
down.
look. Tomorrow, listen, I had a very, very interesting debate and discussion with this guy yesterday. This guy,
Man,
he's
that guy not coming on. You done told me he was supposed to come on tonight, and you
I
said he
know,
ain't
I
gonna
did.
come
I
on
apologize. I apologize.
shit.
But no,
But
no, no. This
you told me who he is. You told me
okay.
who
No,
he is.
no, 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 no.
What he
This
said.
is no, no, no. JP, this is somebody different, bro. This is not the guy that we was connected with the other night. Not him, but this is somebody different. This guy,
Oh, you said you ran into this guy.
yeah, this guy that I'm talking about,
And
man.
you said he was supposed to come on at 11 o'clock today.
Oh,
And
you right. You
you
right. You
told me,
right.
well,
You
shit,
right. You right. Yep. You
that
right.
specific guy.
Yeah. You right. You right. You right. You right. I did tell you
And
that.
he didn't come. He full
Yeah.
of shit.
Because okay, you're right. I think that is yeah. He kind of played me because it was raining today. He said he didn't want to drive in the rain. I'm like, what? But
He said he was gonna pull up on you at 11
he said
o'clock.
he's gonna pull up at 11 o'clock. You right. You right. I forgot I even told you that. But
That is the reason why you have people like Corey. or a Marlon who sit there and stand on what they say.
But
You feel me?
nonetheless,
So, you know what I'm
nonetheless,
saying?
this is one of many wonderful, fruitful dialogues we will have, and I think this is the great thing, man. I'm glad that you always, readily available,
That's why I
when we can
say
do this.
that you have to stand in the way of you supposed to. So no matter what they say about who y'all talking about, I'm going to stand taller and I'm going to shine brighter to where again you can isolate. Two things can be true at once, and everybody is isolated. So I stand in the same light. I walk the same walk, but what we're not going to do is convey what your thoughts is, and I'm going to force people to separate and get that out of your mind of who you think and what you see.
Yeah, man.
Stop.
There's going to be a great separation. I don't care what you say. There's going to be a great separation, and it's going to happen. But we're going to touch on that some more, possibly
Hey,
tomorrow.
send me where this is
Yeah,
recorded,
I'm about to
and
send you the
I'm gonna chop it up. Shit, I might as well not even go to sleep,
Yeah, I got
man.
you. I got. Let me see.
I gotta
I
get
don't
up
know
in
if
the
I
next
can.
2 hours.
I don't know if I
So, but
can. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can send it to you, record it, bro. I would have to. I'm trying to think
where
how I
is it
can
gonna
do
be
it.
posted? Just send me the
It's
link
gonna.
of where.
Yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Cause
We
I'm not
live.
because even when I look at it, I'm not looking at I can't see the live as of right now. So that's what I'm saying.
I'm
Like
looking at it right now. Go to my page. All you gotta go to the Real Unwoke. I'm looking at it. I've been watching it the whole time.
okay,
And
hold
then it should be right there.
okay, hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, bet. All right, yeah, it is live. That's the only one because I was looking on Instagram, I was looking on Rumble. None of that shit was there. All right, bet. I'm
Mm-hmm.
about to chop this motherfucker up, and we gonna have a party tomorrow. We gonna have a party.
Hey,
Hey,
listen.
whoever's still listening, listen. Tap in. Hold on, let me see. All right, it's posted right now. Um, FWM podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. We pretty much spoke about a lot of the shit that we said tonight. It is I recorded it before we got on here, so it is kind of some things that we said here. It's going to be on there, but definitely you can start from that episode to start binge listening to my content, man. I'm glad a lot of people came through, and I trust me, like everything that you guys say, I definitely take that in, and I'm always here for criticism, good or
Def,
bad. Like, and I take that and I learn from it, and I build from it, and I appreciate y'all even participating in the chat, like whether it was trolling, criticizing me or not. I just want my boy to join the algorithm, and he have these chats, bro. Like, I appreciate everything, and I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing so my boy can
yes.
get to the top.
Hey, and you know
So
what, guys? Look, it's lonely at the top, so make sure y'all show some love to my boy JP. I just
thank
dropped his
y'all for
link.
coming through.
Yeah, I dropped his link again in the chat, y'all. So please check him out. He said he just dropped some more content. You said at 12, you just dropped it.
Oh yeah, it's been posted. It's up right now. The
Yes,
same thing I sent
sir.
you your email is posted right now on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify right now.
There you go.
FWM Podcast. You click it. It's a purple background with a triangle and say the rabbit hole.
Yep.
Tap in. It's over 90 to 100 episodes, bro. You'll be listening for a while. And
Yep.
it's not just me. If you scroll down a little bit longer, man, it's a lot of people from my city, Savannah, Georgia, that I brought on. I had plenty help, man. Y'all go listen to it. I appreciate you, Neil, for having me on. I appreciate everybody who came through and showed love. Come back tomorrow.
Yes,
Let's talk.
sir. Let's get a round of applause for that right there, my brother. And hopefully tomorrow I won't have as many technical difficulties that I have experienced tonight. And
You was on time
guys,
tonight, man. My bad. My
huh?
bad. You was on time tonight, so that's on me. My bad.
Yeah. Check you out. Yeah, see.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
But nonetheless, guys, thank y'all for tuning in for another episode of The Real Unwoke. And I'm not talking about the fake Unwoke. I'm talking about The Real Unwoke. And I'll catch y'all later. Holla.
Peace.